morning, afternoon, evening, sometime of day to all of you guys out there, and welcome to the LA Supervillains Cypher campaign. This is a superhero, well, technically supervillain campaign that is run using the Cypher system for D&D. Some basic things about the Cypher system is that the DM doesn't roll. Everything that is rolled, whether it's a attack or some sort of defense or anything like that, is only rolled by the players. The DM doesn't usually have to roll. If he does have to roll, be terrified because we have no fucking idea what he's rolling for. And another thing is that obviously you have it is on a D20 system, so you have nat 1s and natural 20s. Nat 20s create a major effect for whatever you're doing. Meaning that if you're let's say you're trying to climb up the side of a building and you roll a nat 20 on your climbing roll, you're easily able to climb up the building and you're able to do it even faster. Could be one of your major effects. Or it could be that you don't even have to climb up the building. You somehow magically fly up the side of the building, and then now you're on top of the building. So major effects can be a lot of different things, as long as the DM, or GM in this case, approves it. Nat 1s are bad. Nat 1s are very bad. Nat 1s will never kill one of your characters, but they will trigger a GM intrusion. And a GM intrusion takes whatever is happening at that moment and makes it worse. And with every Nat 1 on this thing you do, it gets worse and worse. Keep in mind that, because it can get so much worse after rolling multiple Nat 1s. Then the next thing is a natural 19. This can trigger a minor effect, which means if you were trying to climb a building, you wouldn't really be able to, so I guess for the building scale for nat 1s, if you roll a nat 1 while trying to climb up the building, it's possible the building starts falling on you. Like, whatever happens gets immediately worse. If you roll a natural 19, what could happen is a minor effect, meaning it's not as big as a major effect, so you can't fly up the side of the building, but you can probably very easily climb up the side of the building without difficulty. The final thing to mention is GM intrusions. The GM, anytime during the session, as many times as you want, usually at least once, can say GM intrusion, which means whatever you're rolling for, or whatever you just rolled for, is an automatic natural 1. This is a way that you can get XP as characters, because when a GM gives you a GM intrusion, the character that is affected by this gets 1 XP, and then they are allowed to give 1 XP to somebody else. Now, with that all in mind, I welcome you to the LA Villains, and let me introduce your characters. In the year of 2019, there was a festival known as Burning Man. Interesting group of individuals, some of them knowing each other, some of them having no idea who each other were, happened to attend this festival. Now, while they were at this festival, a portal opened up to another dimension, and gave these people extraordinary powers. Some of them chose to do good with those powers, but these guys decided to do not so good things. Freddy, Eric, Arnold, Roger. He is played by myself, and his codename is Mr. Fear. Freddy's current occupation is a special delivery guy for the Russian Mafia in LA. While he's working for the Russian Mafia, he goes by the name Post, because he doesn't want the Russian Mafia knowing his actual name. His only family is his mother that he cares deeply for, and his power is Awakens Dreams. He can do things with people's dreams and his own dreams, and do really cool things with that. Freddy is 5'11" with black hair, blue eyes, when not wearing sunglasses, or wearing his mask, and can usually be seen wearing a white button-down shirt, a leather jacket, brown skinny jeans, and biker boots. When Freddy is in his Mr. Fear attire, he is always wearing a masquerade mask over his face, and he constantly has a pistol on him as a safety measure. The next person we're talking about is Jack. Jack is played by JJ, and Jack's codename is Crimson Bolt. Jack is a walk-on football player at UCLA, and it is unknown whether he has any family. His power is super speed. He can go super fast, and that's super speed. Jack is 5'11", African-American, muscular, and has green eyes with short black hair. Next we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah is played by Brandon. Jeremiah's codename is unknown, as he has not picked one yet. His occupation is unknown, and has said that he simply lives off the land. It is unknown whether he has any family either. Jeremiah's power is abides in stone. His skin has turned to complete stone, leaving him with this mercury-colored stone skin that's cracked and very noticeable. Jeremiah is 5'8" with shaggy dyed green hair, light green eyes, again, mercury-colored stone skin, and can usually be seen wearing a blue t-shirt, khaki shorts, and homemade wooden sandals. Jeremiah is also 19. Our final character is Charles. Charles is played by M. Charles' codename is unknown, and his occupation is a former college student at UCLA. It is also unknown whether he has any family. His power is technically known as Siphon's power, I believe. Basically, that means he can steal other people's powers from them. And for mortal people that don't have powers, he's able to steal their life force from them. Charles is basically a soft soy boy, and can usually be seen wearing an ugly-colored sweater vest with nice pants, and has messy light brown hair with green eyes. Now that you've met our main characters, let's point out a few notable NPCs that you may see throughout this. The first person is Tiffany. Tiffany is a hero, and a police officer that was with the villains when they all gained powers. Now, I'd like to point out that Jack was not with the original supervillains when he got his powers. Jack got his powers in his dorm room, which he happened to share with Charles. Tiffany has vowed to protect the city from the villains with her powers of healing. And Tiffany is also doesn't like any of us. Next up is Rat, or Rats. Either one. He is an individual that assists the villains, and he is named Rat for the fact that he is friends with all the rats in the villain's current base. He is also friends with rats throughout LA, and has multiple contacts because of these rats. Andre. Andre is an ex-villain, and was JJ's original character for the villain campaign, but died in an explosion that he technically caused. Invisible guy. A guy that seems to be practically invisible and randomly shows up to try and possibly kill the villains. He doesn't really talk, and he is not particularly nice. Wildfire. Another villain. An old man that has built his own flamethrower and heat-resistant suit that wants to destroy LA for the problems it has caused him. The characters met Wildfire while fighting the Invisible Guy, and Wildfire helped them fight the Invisible Guy by destroying what was making him invisible briefly, which caused him to run. Finally, we have Lewis, who is a hero. Lewis was Charles and Jack's other roommate at UCLA, and has the ability to move his body through objects, from what the villains have seen of Lewis. And with that, you have the LA villains. So sit back and enjoy the first episode of this campaign.
Imagine being in Maine. Absolutely disgusting.
Imagine being in Connecticut. What's Connecticut?
Imagine being in a state that's affected by the coronavirus.
See, it's great because there's no snow in Connecticut. I look outside and I just see nothing but green and blue skies.
But what if I like snow? Duh.
Well, you're disgusting. I'm sorry.
I like snow, just not shoveling it.
No one likes shoveling it.
Exactly.
Fun fact. So, I don't usually like snow, but I actually really like shoveling snow. And the reason why is because I use the shovel as a catapult, and I catapult the snow at other people.
Well then, alright.
Well, I never have anyone else
Hey.
outside when I shovel snow.
Oh, I usually just it's random bypassers. Like my sister will be walking into the house and I'll just throw a bunch of snow at her.
No one in my
I
family
can
leaves
just-
my house.
I can just see your sister walking into the house, and all of a sudden I hear yeet, and then just like this gigantic snowball just cold clocks her in the side of the head, dude. Bruh.
Now the question
I
is, are
can
you
definitely
picturing Natalia or Larissa when you think of that?
Natalia,
imagine
because she's
Melissa.
just gonna have her headphones in and not expecting anything, and this war cry yeet just echoes out.
Nope.
Alright, good answer. Thanks, guys.
No,
What?
you cut out. I couldn't hear you.
I said y'all ready to burn LA.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, totally. Jack is just gonna maybe knock a couple people out and take their money because he doesn't
Literally-
like killing
literally my
unlike
math.
Andre.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
My it's not
You'll
even
get-
voted.
Money
like
won't
all
be
blood.
involved.
Oh,
Alright.
great. We're gonna have to face
I mean,
against
so-
Tiffany.
At least I can see the
Continuing from
camp
where we left off.
picture here with everyone.
You all are inside the warehouse telling Wildfire that y'all are ready. And Wildfire has showed you the multiple barrels he is preparing to burn the city down. He turns to you guys and goes like, alright, you guys got any way to transport it?
I
Oh.
mean,
We need
I mean-
transportation.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
could
your job.
carry a
Your-
couple.
Your job was to get it to a spot.
that shouldn't be a problem for me.
Listen, we've all kind of almost been arrested today. So, Jeremiah especially. Cut us some slack, buddy, please.
Well, I can't really cut you any slack because if you screw up the plan, we're all going to jail. Right?
Listen, you get free healthcare in jail, you get free food, you get free water, get free drink, and you get free bed. Like, there's a lot of perks of going to jail.
I'm 73 years old. I go
For
to
you-
jail, I'm dead.
Well, I stopped myself from saying something and then realized that this is exactly what Freddy would say. Bold of you to assume you're gonna die in jail. You might die before you go to jail.
You see him start to slide down his gas and pick up his flamethrower.
Listen, no, sorry, I meant it as a joke, please. Not the mask. Or the jacket. The jacket was expensive.
Out of character. Wouldn't Andre's stoved up car still be here?
Yeah. Well, you have a truck. You brought a truck.
Oh, that's right.
No, Andre.
Why do you
Andre's
need-
car.
Oh, Andre's car, yeah.
Yeah,
Andre's car. is
Plus, I still have my
Mhm.
truck. Why do you say we don't have any transportation? My truck's right over there.
I didn't say we didn't have any transportation. He said that.
I said, did you guys have any? You didn't answer me.
Yes, we do. I have a truck over there. Sorry about the confusion. So where exactly do we need to drop these barrels off?
Alright. You see him go through some of his pockets looking, pulling out multiple scraps of paper until he finds a certain one he hands you. And it looks like a pamphlet, a very old pamphlet that he's kept for a while. And it seems like a tourist map, like a sightseeing map of LA, with red X's drawn in certain places. Most of them downtown. To be specific, I can place these red X's because he kind of gives you a map that looks exactly like the map we're looking at.
It's almost like it's the
Sweet,
same map.
sweet.
Almost.
I mean, my map's like in fourth.
You sound really muffled, my guy.
Yeah.
Brandon,
My map
stop
looks like I'm
eating your- Oh.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Stop-
Yes.
Yeah, I was just stop deep throating your mic.
My map literally looks like I'm looking at Minecraft pixels.
That sounds like because of your internet, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's what the
So-
map's supposed to look like. You don't see the Minecraft
Wait.
version of of LA in front of you, Brandon? Like,
Wait,
That's-
so
So
you
where are
guys
these
actually have?
X's?
I mean, I see X's. I see Minecraft pixels.
wait, X's? Where are X's? I don't see.
And down
Yeah,
there.
I was-
Oh, I see the X's now.
They're kind of light,
Wait.
to be honest.
They're very light.
okay. Yeah.
My bad.
No, it's good. It's all good. I was just like, wait.
Let's see if I can load up my sheet. Okay, it's halfway loaded. Like all my stats are here, just like the design and everything is like still loading.
And now we listen to Brandon load his character sheet for 15 minutes.
Maybe if we're at the library.
Alright. The X's have been redrawn.
Dude,
your guys'
I'd have to take my entire setup with me to the library if I was at the library. Like,
Not too far away of a drive, probably like 15 minutes.
Let me just go to the Stearns parking lot and use their Wi-Fi.
Jesus Christ.
So, about the plan, are we gonna split up, or are we all gonna do this together, then ignite them at once?
I have a remote to enable. You
Alright,
don't do anything. You just make sure they're in the spot and meet me right here. He
Okay.
circles with a red pen.
So, right here.
No.
Just
Right.
no.
Jack just kind of like facepalm a little bit. So, why don't we split into groups to make this faster, then we'll meet back.
I swear, I honestly thought you were gonna say, let's split up and search for clues game. And I was like, I swear to fucking God.
Hey, Freddy,
Yeah.
why don't we take the left half, and then, Jeremiah and Wildfire, was it, sir? Can take up
Yeah.
the right half.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we can't forget-
transporting any of them.
We can't forget Charles, and I'm gonna pat Charles' head next to me.
Sort of
I
like,
guess he could tag along. if
he
you
gets
were not
like,
Fred.
he shrinks inside of his coat. He's like, still think this is a bad idea.
It's fine, Charles. You were almost arrested today, anyways. Like,
Yeah,
That's
you owe
exactly
me
why I
one.
think this is a bad idea.
he'll catch on to it. It's fine. He'll adapt.
Yeah, who saved you from that psycho blonde bitch? Yeah, me. Anyway, so it's just gonna
Oh,
be us
wait.
delivering.
I forgot that Tiffany was there. Sorry.
So, anyways, Freddy, why don't I drop you off here in my truck, and then I'll take care of these two, and then we'll meet back up right in the circle. And then
Alright.
Jeremiah. Wait, never mind. Wildfire said he can't, so why don't Charles go with Jeremiah, and they can take care of these.
So how will we make our way over there? Do we have any transportation?
We have
Yes,
Andre's
my
old
truck.
car.
Yeah, my truck and whoever just said this car. So anyways, sound like a plan?
Agreed.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
head out.
sounds good to me.
How
Talk
long
to
do we
you.
have?
Alright, so, sounds like you guys have planned. So where are you guys going?
So, by the sounds of it, we're gonna drop off Jeremiah at the closest X right there.
Alright.
He's gonna plant it there. Actually, instead of splitting up, why don't we just make a zigzag? Like, start here, drive over to here, down to here.
Again, just to remind you guys, sorry to interrupt if I am. Just to remind you guys, the barrels are barrels. Sort of like the ones that you see on the side of the roads or NASCAR tracks from crashing or cushion the impact. And Wildfire instructs you 4 of them at each location.
Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so, Dante, question. Considering Freddy's background of sorts, he probably knows where a lot of like back alleys are throughout LA, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Would he probably be able to know of some specific back alleys to put in near each of these X's to put the barrels at where they won't really be seen? Or if they are seen, somebody won't be able to get all of them out of there in time?
Wildfire told you guys to put them in the building.
Well, how the fuck are we supposed to put them in the building?
Well, he told you when you guys first asked that, said, "Where are the skies? I don't know. I don't care. Just do."
Well, why don't I just carry one in, one at a time, and that way, no one will really even suspect a thing because I'll be in and out before they can know what happened.
But where are you going to put the barrels at? Because if 4 barrels randomly appear in the building, that's going to cause a little bit of suspicion.
Why don't we just put them in like either the janitor's closet or somewhere hidden in like the bathroom, like the attic or something? Not attic, but ventilation.
You're assuming we know the layout of each and every one of these buildings.
Well, I can just basically assume you can just go into a bathroom, see a vent, and be like, oh, maybe.
But these are like giant like barrels, like the ones that like the blue barrels and everything.
The ones that are
Oh.
on racetracks to stop cars.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like, like trash can sized barrels.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they're like 50-gallon barrels.
Perhaps if we scout out these buildings a little, maybe we can find some clues, maybe something we can figure out a routine of the workers.
Let's just go case a
Anything
couple of
to-
these buildings. That sounds.
Well, Mr. Wildfire over there kind of wants us to go right now and do this.
Don't have to go right now. I just need it done by midnight.
All right.
What time
We
is
have-
it right now?
9. It's like 9:15 right now.
Oh,
9
okay.
p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we can. Yeah, this is definitely doable. All right. So why don't we just go case a couple of buildings first, and then just go back later once we found out a route.
Okay. We should probably split up again and just so that we can get to each building faster.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll,
Jeremiah,
I'll
you
drop.
want to team up with Charles over there?
All right.
Sure.
All right.
I like how I didn't even ask
Yeah.
Charles his opinion.
Yeah. Charles isn't here. So why don't Jeremiah and Charles get these 3 buildings like we said earlier, and then me, Freddy, get these 4. That'll be quick.
These ones?
Yeah, you get the ones on the right, we'll get the ones on. Meet up somewhere near the circle, talk about the layouts, and then
You
go back
guys-
and place the barrels.
If you guys want, you can create little dots for where your character's going, because I won't remember.
Does anyone happen to know any prior knowledge of these 2 buildings or any description of the area?
Well,
It's
it's
LA.
a tourist map. A tourist map. So some of the locations are marked. Some of them aren't. Some of the ones that are marked, is go back to my clicker. This one is the LAPD station.
Oh, fuck. What?
This one is the downtown LA hospital.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
And this
I
one-
can't see where you're pointing.
Yeah, we can't see the, if you're painting
I'm doing
the map.
bubbles.
Oh, we can't see
I'm doing
I
pink.
can't see
Ooh.
it.
Oh, I'm on GM layer. That's why.
it.
I was writing down the name of the places, so I remember on GM.
Fair.
Here we go. This one is LAPD.
Yikes.
This one is the LA Central Hospital. I'll probably look up the actual name for that, but that's what we're calling it now. And this one is, I don't know if LA has like a Grand Central Station, but this one's pretty much that of
Train
LA.
station.
Yeah. A very large train station. And those are the ones that are listed on the tourist map.
With my extensive knowledge of the city, do I know where what the other buildings are?
Some of them. You have, out of all of these, actually, give me an intellect roll.
An electro? Okay, let's see.
4.
Alright. Could I say this is involving insight?
No.
God damn it. Okay. 14!
Hey, let's go.
Alright. So, the ones that you do know, that you remember from your time of crime,
Currently.
this one is a bank. It is a very large bank that holds most of the business's money.
Okay.
Very well protected, stuff like that. No one has ever pulled off a heist on it because of how well protected, how important the people that hold their money there.
Okay.
Okay, actually, guys, I have an idea for. Well, we'll probably have to do this one last, but I think it'll be the best result is if we load up that car that is more ruined than my truck with the 4 barrels. If we save the police station till last, one of us can drive full speed, drive the truck full speed, and then jump out.
Charles speaks up. If we were gonna do that, I think you would be the one driving since you can run away from it.
That's what I'm saying. I'll drive that car and then get out. And then I'll run to the circle where everyone else is met up
So
at, and then we can activate.
It would make sense. One last fireball for Andre.
Hey,
Rest in
don't know
peace,
who that
Andre.
is.
Sounds like a
Andre
nice
was
way
the-
for the rest of
Alright,
his
so
company
sound
to
like a
go out.
plan?
I also have an idea
Got-
for the bank.
Then
How
what should
much?
I do?
How much do you like your truck, Jack?
Well, it was kind of gift from the college, but don't really need it too much now. But
Okay, because
Sure.
here's what I'm
As you
thinking.
can now run the speed of it.
So here's my thoughts. Something similar to what you're gonna do to LAPD. If we park the truck outside of the bank, because that bank
Yeah.
is the hardest bank to ever rob or anything. Like there is no possible way to try and rob it, as too much
Sorry,
protection.
Jay. Wildfire interrupts. Sorry, I want the barrels inside. I don't want the money burn. Corrupt pieces of garbage.
well then,
Wildfire, darling. How, in your professional opinion, should we get these barrels inside the most securely guarded bank in the entire city, let alone the LA Police Department?
My professional opinion, he says as he's starting to set up his flamethrower. Look, you don't. You do the math.
Wait, what did he say?
He said you guys have powers. They don't. You do the math.
so Freddy,
So
an idea.
Freddy.
I have an idea. Since you can scare the shit out of people with your powers, why don't you do that to the main clerk that has the camera? Have them deactivate the security system, and then we just walk in with the barrels.
So
Police
the
department
police
would-
station's here, right?
The bank's here, I thought.
Or the police station.
The police station is here, right?
Police
This
station
one.
is this one.
I'm gonna move
Okay.
these off of GM levels and move the ones that you know off from GM levels, so you guys can remember.
And what's this one?
You guys don't know.
We'll find out when we case them. So why don't we just head out now that we have a plan? Alright?
This is a...
Maybe
Freddy's not comfortable with this plan, but I guess we have a plan currently.
It's better than... Oh, never mind, I wouldn't know that. Never mind.
It's better than Andre's plan, technically.
Yeah.
Alright. We're splitting up
Those
again,
are the
right?
ones that you know.
Yeah, except... yes. Jeremiah and Charles are getting these 3, and then we're getting 4. I'll drop you off at the bank, since that's your main power. Whatever. I'll just go case the rest.
Okay. Sure.
Do-
Here's the problem with that. As someone who has been seen on the news quite recently, quite a lot, to be a not so good per individual, I feel like
Fine, you can drop me off.
I feel like me walking into the bank
Well, you have your mask and stuff now, so...
the mask that only covers part of my face, and I'm
Yes,
still
of
wearing
course.
the same clothes that I robbed the fucking store in.
Yes, of course, perhaps. Alright, never mind. You can just drop me off at the bank, and then we can... Alright, fine.
Okay.
That makes sense. So, let's hit the road, Jack. Ah ha ha.
Wouldn't that be me saying that? Hit the road, Jack?
No, you just hear Jack mumble that under his breath.
I'm gonna look over at Jeremiah. I kinda like this kid.
Don't.
do you?
Is that Wildfire saying that?
Yes.
Because of flag, isn't it?
Jesus
You
Christ.
boomer.
Boom, boom.
Get it, boomer? Haha. Foreshadow.
Haha.
Ha.
Shut
God
up,
damn it,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Shut up.
Brandon, shut the fuck up.
All
We
right,
don't know
let's
that.
do
We
this
don't know that happened.
before I lose brain cells listening to Jeremiah talk.
Alright, so where's everyone going? You guys can like make a dot, and
Uh,
put it where you
I've
guys are going.
made little
Just so I know
dots.
where the party's going.
Do all these explosives happen off at the same time, or
Go into the
whatever?
bank first. Or is this
Well,
the...
Wildfire said that he.
I am the hot pink lime. I am going to the bank.
Okay.
And I'm glad no one else has made lines.
Yes.
Good to know, guys.
Oh,
Exactly what I want.
there. I don't know how to erase, so...
Where
I'll
you
try to
guys
erase
tell
this.
Charles to go?
Charles
With Jeremiah.
is- Yeah, so
Yeah,
wherever
this looks
Jeremiah's
like-
going.
Alright.
Here.
This looks like a. So I'm gonna have to. That's very light, but I don't care.
So before we go, should we have a rendezvous point?
Back
The
here.
circle. Right here.
No, we have to come back here for the barrels.
This-
Wait, oh, okay.
The
I
barrels
thought we
are...
were taking the barrels
What
with
are you
us.
guys talking about?
Oh, are we taking the barrels with us? I thought we were scouting these
Yes.
places out.
Oh. Oh
Wait.
yeah, you guys said that
I
you
thought
guys
we
took them out.
Yeah, I thought we were going to scout them out, but still have them on hand, so we don't have to go all the way back. But I feel like, now that I think about it, we should leave the barrels back here.
Alright. So we're scouting them out and then placing the barrels at those locations like seconds after we scout them out.
Yeah, so it'd be better off if we... yeah, alright.
Good to know. I sense
Alright,
bad
so-
things happening, and I just want to let you guys know that I'm not prepared to lose Freddy. And I do not have a backup character currently. But if I do create a backup character, they're gonna be badass.
Same. If I lose Jack, which I hope I don't, Blazes with Radiance is coming your way, folks.
Loses a second character. All right, fuck this. You guys want a villain?
Laser beams.
Pretty much what Blizzard Radiance is.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, alright, you killed my favorite character, firing my laser. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Sharks with freaking laser beams is all I want, guys.
Yes. Alright. Driving on the road, getting to the bank. Woo!
On the road again. So,
Um,
Jack's truck currently has 16 barrels in it. And Jeremiah, who's driving Andre's car, currently has 12 barrels in it.
Alright.
Yes. Don't worry, I have a tonneau cover that covers them. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just hope we don't get caught by the police, and then we'll be fine.
I'm putting my sunglasses on instead of my mask, because you can't really... Yeah, I'm just putting on my sunglasses. I put on my
I'll just
biker
remove it.
helmet, but I feel like that would look more strange.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are gonna know Jack because of him playing at UCLA for football.
Not
So
Yes,
everyone
because-
knows college football.
I don't know
Well,
college
there's a
football.
time-
good amount of people.
JJ, buddy, I'm in college and I don't even know the college football team. Like...
Sure, but I thought you went to like a school that didn't have
Maybe if he was in the NFL, most people would
He
probably
doesn't
recognize him.
know.
But
He
college,
doesn't
no.
know even if it has. if it has a
No, we have a football
football
team
team
here.
or not.
No, we have a football team here. I went to the first game of the year. Never went after that. It was freezing cold.
Amazing.
yeah, UCLA does have a football team.
This game has a background track now, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, let's get back on track. At the bank. Woo!
Yeah. So,
Bank on track.
well, let's start. Oh, so you guys, all right. You guys are over there. Ball on the green line.
Yeah, pink and
Yeah.
green line right here, and then I don't know who this gray line is.
That's me.
Well, I assume that's now that no one knows it. I'm assuming that's Brandon's since he has not talked.
Wait, am I muted?
You
Yeah,
were.
guess you were.
definitely. No,
Okay,
you're
okay.
you're muted right now, buddy. Like we can't hear it. Anything you're saying.
No, you're not muted. Keep talking. Stop.
That's how. How.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Brandon, what were you saying? Jesus Christ. What have you done?
I'm sorry.
I wanted to make the map look more strategic, drawing arrows.
Interesting decision.
I realize that's useless. I shall get rid of them.
My roll 20 is
so-
still loading.
So you guys drive up to the bank in your split cars because you decided to bring both cars for the scouting mission, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, because Jeremiah's taking his car, taking Andre's car, and then we're taking they're taking your car.
Okay, I didn't know we were all going to the same spot, that's what I was saying.
No, we're split up and going this place first, and then Jeremiah's going to this place first.
Yeah, okay, because the way it sounded was Brandon's coming to the bank with us, and that's not what I thought. Alright,
No,
I'll
sorry.
clear it up now. So we're
And
just
2 hours
rolling
have
up to
passed
the bank.
already by banter.
It's 11 o'clock at night, and Wildfire is really pissed off at us.
Alright, so let's go in. Or at least I'll go in.
The street view map.
Absolutely not. Perish.
The one where Atlas was shot. You know that map.
If I roll a 90 or higher, Jeremiah dies. Damn it, 76.
What are you guys rolling for?
Oh, I was rolling. If I rolled a 90 or higher,
Hey.
Jeremiah dies.
Kind of, Dantae or higher, and Freddy. Not.
He does.
I become a god.
Alright, so take care of my truck. Freddy, no, Jack
I'm
says
pretty
as
sure.
he jumps into the building. Just jump straight into the building, bro, obviously. Alright, let's just have some RP. Freddy.
Diablo.
Excluding
Freddy.
Jeremiah, because Jeremiah's not there.
Yeah. Freddy. So I'm just gonna walk in, take his seat at the waiting area, just look around and see if I can find any cameras, and just see the general layout of this bank. I'll come out after waiting for a little bit and come out top.
Am I
What it's all
driving?
about.
Wait, am I driving away without you, or?
No, I'm gonna come back in and tell you. Then I'm gonna keep going to this place, then this place, and then finally the police station. Oh wait, or is this the police station?
That's the police
That
station.
which the
Alright,
P.
so I'm gonna go to the bank, then to the police station,
I
then
feel
to
like
this spot.
I feel like the police station should be the last place we go to.
Yeah.
All right, have you guys
Why?
made a
Why
plan
does
finally?
this?
A plan?
Why does this P? Why does this P look like the Pin and Chest logo?
Right,
Because it
anyways,
does. Shut up.
Because it's the LA Pin and Chest department.
No, it's the police department. Stop.
So what Jack and Freddy were talking about is that Jack's basically gonna go into the bank, sit at like the waiting area, and just like casually look around, scouting out the layout of the bank, and then walk back out after he's went into the bathroom or something.
Okay.
Tell
And
Freddy the general layout.
where's Jeremiah and Charles going? Let's scout out.
The spot where the lime green line.
All right, Charles. Don't fuck.
Which one? Oh, right there.
Stay calm, Charles. I'm just gonna quickly go in there. Minutes, go around and out, and go back.
Brandon, buddy, you're cutting all sorts of in and out, and you're really quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
So
Charles.
what?
Just stay calm. I'm only gonna be there for a few minutes.
Let's go with the known. Let's go with Freddy and I forgot names. Freddy and Jack. There we go.
How dare you?
At least you didn't say
Anyway.
Peter.
Yes. Alright. So essentially, Jack's just gonna walk
So,
in.
You both sort
sit in
of roll up, and it's a simple LA night. Nothing super special about it. And you guys roll in. Both of you just. Oh, is it just Jack going inside the bank right now?
Just Jack going inside the bank. I'm just kind of chilling outside. I have a
Hey.
newspaper. I have a newspaper in front of me that I'm reading.
Oh, the
Okay.
classic disguise.
Yeah, see?
The classic disguise of just I have eyes cut through the newspaper.
Alright.
Sitting
So
on
as
a
I
bench.
walk into the bank, what do I see? Or do I have to make a roll for that? Meaning your D&D
So, Jack, as you head inside the bank, what I sent inside of Discord is what you see. Except a lot brighter. As in, you see the front counter of the bank teller, and you see two metal detectors on either side, one for going in, one for going out, and two guards posted up on each of them. And a guard
Good
sitting
thing I left
behind
my-
the counter in front of you. Well, a clerk sitting behind the counter in front of you.
Good thing I left my
walk in,
pocket
and
knife.
so you're just going to like, and you see chairs to your left and your right.
Yeah, I'm essentially just gonna go in and like sit down at a chair nonchalantly, looking at my phone and then peering up around. Then I'm gonna head to the bathroom, if there is a bathroom, anyway.
You look around. Everyone is inside the nicest suits that you've ever seen. You
Here I
assume,
am with a just normal T-shirt and jeans.
yeah, you assume what everyone's inside of here is wearing has to cost at least $500, and nothing is below that.
Jack is like subtly just trying to resist the urge just to like try to snatch one of their wallets or something.
And give it a little look around. You see tons upon tons of cameras, and about just on the like bank floor, about 5 or 6 heavily armed bank guards.
So would you say like M4s?
Yeah, like M4s on their back.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm
so what were you gonna do?
essentially just gonna walk through the security place, essentially like how everyone has to get in, and then
You're asking to go to the bathroom?
yeah, I'm just gonna get in like and sit down for a little bit, then go to the bathroom, and essentially just text Freddy the basic layout. Then after I use the bathroom, I'm gonna walk out back outside. Just
There we go.
wondering if I would have to roll to text Freddy the basic layout of the building.
Alright, you pull out your phone, start texting. And you see the accountant sort of look over the desk and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, are you waiting for anyone?"
No, not in particular. I was just texting a friend while I wait for mine to open up.
Well, sir, I do have to inform you that there is a no vote, so if you do not intend to have business here, I do have to ask you.
All right, that's fine. Can I just use the bathroom before I leave, if that's okay?
I'm sure there's one straight to the left. You see
Alright,
there is a door right to that leads off into a split corridor that men and women, men on left, women on right.
Alright. So I'm gonna say thank you very much. Sorry for being a burden. I'm just gonna walk to the bathroom and text Freddy the layout.
Alright.
Guess who's a
Freddy, you get
dumbass that
text.
didn't realize they were mutated?
XD.
Great job.
Thanks.
You're breathtaking.
Alright, I get a text.
Yeah. You get a text of how well Jack can put a basic layout of a bank into a text.
Okay.
While I'm in the
Have no idea what to do with this information.
While I'm in the bathroom, can I see if there's any like possible spots I could put these barrels in, or if there's like any way I could enter this bathroom from the outside?
What if you put them like in a stall?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there's a way for me to get into this bank from the outside, and I could just
you have
siphon
super
these.
speed. You have super speed fast enough to literally go through like the sensors things.
True.
You just have
Could
to
you
be able to...
bypass sensors?
Probably.
The only thing is, what if like the people in the cameras can see like the blur of me going by?
It'd be just like in Incredibles. It just looks like a blur.
Okay.
Like you can't really figure out what the fuck it is. It's just like a brief blur.
True.
But what if the security guard watching the camera isn't, was an X-Men fan? And he actually takes that in consideration?
Well, he's a fucking idiot, first of all. Let me get that out there.
Who's gonna see like a blur on a camera and think, "Oh, yes, this is someone with super speed"?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, look at this. This is some guy with super speed, which does not exist currently.
So yeah, why don't I just like do that,
Alright, there we go. Internet should be better, but there should be a little bit of noise.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, you get a text of the general basics of the inside of the base.
Okay.
Like how many guards there are, and like there's metal detectors.
Good to know.
Are
Nice.
these barrels made of metal?
No, they're plastic.
So the
Well,
idea
that's
would
good
work.
to know.
They're not metal drums.
So essentially what we're thinking of, or what we were talking, is that I'm going to take one by one and sprint them inside into a stall and lock the
Alright,
stall.
alright. So that is a plan for the future. Now let's move over to Jeremiah and non-existent Charles.
Charles,
You guys-
in quotation marks.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charles
Go.
when addressed. You guys pull up beside a building. Unlike what you expect, this building not large. 2 stories, sort of squished between multiple buildings. Just plain stone, looking old, like it hasn't really seen that much, and a sort of like fence blocking off stairs that lead to the door.
What kind of building is this? What the fuck does he target this?
This is, Charles goes, well, we could try to find out what the building.
I mean, I guess what the building's about doesn't matter. As long as we get in the fucking explosive set and get out, that's all it.
Well, we should at least try to go inside to see if there's anyone that's gonna stop us.
Yeah. Is there any people around?
No one's going in and out. No one seems to be motoring outside of the building. Just people on the sidewalk walking by.
And like the entrance you said wasn't closed by a gate?
Yes, but it doesn't seem to be. Well, yeah, there's just sort of a gate that sort of like, well,
Like a
sort
typical
of like Umbrella Academy, where it has the gate, then a sort of like, then a sort of pathway, then stairs, and then door.
Does there seem to be any cameras outside?
Give me an intelligence check. CR3.
Let's have one intellect.
You have 1 intellect, so CR2. You rolled a 2, so that's not what you needed. From what you look around, there's no cameras.
How about you, Charles? Do you see anything?
Charles gives a cursory glance and goes, other than that camera, no.
What camera?
She points to a camera right, like, at the corner of the doorway, pointing towards the door.
He.
I like how he said she. Maybe we can get around that camera.
But how about we just try to go inside right now? Scouting mission. We're not trying to place the barrels yet.
I guess so. I'm just not how much sure the public's aware of us now, which is the fucking shit show that just happened earlier.
Yeah, and essentially that you have stone skin, which is a giveaway.
Well, you guys are discussing this inside, by the way. That's why no one has stopped to be like, oh god! But Charlie goes, fine, I'll check it out. If you want, you can come with me. I didn't want to do this anyways. Opens the car door and an exit and starts walking towards the building.
Charles is a wanted man, by the way.
No. Charles was about to get
No.
arrested because he's being held because of Tiffany. only.
It's just
all
me and
the-
Jeremiah
no.
that are wanted men right now.
Yes. And Andre, who is deceased.
Rest in peace, Andre.
When supernova to save the lives of people that he actually started to somewhat care about.
Aw.
Gets
Beautiful
powers,
way to go.
immediately kills self with powers.
Yeah.
That'd be me if I ever got superpowers. I'd be like, super speed, accidentally runs off a fucking cliff.
Oh, yes.
So are you gonna follow Charles, Jeremiah?
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to stealth, like follow behind him stealthily.
Alright, give me a speed check. CR4.
I have +2 in dex.
Alright, then it takes it down by 2. So CR2.
Hey.
Nice.
Surprisingly, Jeremiah, this large man made of stone, is able to fit into the shadow of Charles, the soy boy.
Marvelous, isn't it?
I'm now following.
And Charles goes through the gate, unlocked, goes to the door, unlocked, and Jeremiah, you follow behind. You're immediately, the first thing you notice is the sound. The sounds of kids running around,
No. No.
screaming, playing,
Oh,
stuff like that. And the sound of adults, some of them foreign, trying to get the kids like to stop being so loud.
Oh,
And
no.
it seems like it's bath time from the commotion from the kids as they're trying to round them into getting to bath.
What the fuck?
As you walk in, you're greeted with a sort of like half of a room. There's a counter. There is someone behind the counter inside of like a little office. To the right, there is some seats and a door. To the left, there is more seats and another door. Charles is not in trap mode yet.
Jesus.
so you said there's an office and then another door to.
Well, it's sort of like
left?
a counter. Behind the counter is an office where the person would sit. Sort of like an accounting office. Well, not like an accountant office. Or an assistant, not an accountant. So Charles goes up and give me an intellect check. Jeremiah, for perception.
+1 elect, so here you go.
Nice.
I never gave a CR, but okay. Sure, that passes.
Should have made it a CR6.
No, I didn't want to be mean. I was gonna make 5 anyway. As you start to look around and gather information about this place, you see what this place is. You see signs about abuse, domestic abuse, and parental abuse. You see posters on how to like how to stop bullying. You see text on how to be aware of human trafficking. And you see the text, and you see some papers that are motivation and drawings from kids. And you start to get the idea that this is possibly an orphanage.
No.
See,
Supers.
Jack was a bully, but Jack was also an orphan. So,
He doesn't need to know. He doesn't need to know.
Freddy was a bully, but Freddy doesn't Freddy doesn't do things to kids. Like, kids are out of the question. Like,
Andre-
kids don't care.
Andre be like, fuck them kids.
Yeah, Andre is just like, fuck everyone.
he's already proven for us.
Fuck. Probably would have helped better if Andre was on this mission. he wouldn't give a fuck about doing this.
The second you see Charles sort of looking around and realizing the same thing, and dread washes over Charles's face.
Charles, snap the fuck out of me. Pay attention.
Okay. Charles keeps walking towards the counter, and there's a little. No one's currently behind the counter, and she rings the bell that is on the counter, or he rings the bell that's on the counter. And on the other side of the office, there's another door leading into the office. You see, you hear from the distance. Wait a minute. And over the course of a couple of seconds, you see a woman, sort of portly, a bit, she has rosy cheeks, a bit puffy, and a large smile, caring eyes, and is wearing a nun outfit.
Oh my god.
As she walks up. Oh, hello, yes, this is the St. Abby's orphanage. Is there anything I can do for you? And Charles just goes,
I kind of like bump into Charles.
No, I was sort of lost. I'm just be leaving, and Charles just dips.
I turn around and I grab
You what? I did not hear that.
his wrist, you know, like to pull him towards me.
Yeah, you grab his wrist. What do you do?
And I turn to the person at the desk. Sorry about my friend. He's just nervous. Huh?
One more time, you went sort of robot-y.
Oh, what about it? Sorry about my friend here. He's just a little nervous. You see, we're looking to adopt a child.
What?
Oh, that's wonderful. I can show you to the children if you would like.
Oh, yes, please. And
How?
you don't mind? What are the hours here?
I don't know how to respond to any of this. Like, what the fuck? Okay, no. If Freddy finds out that this is an orphanage, he's gonna draw the fucking line in the sand, and he won't care if Wildfire opens up his flamethrower on him. Like,
He doesn't. Well, Freddy's not gonna know. How's he gonna know? Freddy's not gonna know.
Charles is my soy boy. Charles will tell me literally anything if I ask him.
All right. So, what did you say? I did not hear the response. I apologize.
Oh. The last one was, and what are your hours here?
I hope you know I can hear everything, but I think it's slightly delayed.
Yeah,
okay.
we know.
Yeah, I was hearing everything that I couldn't hear because I was disconnected, which was weird. Because I heard you guys reacting to me disconnecting.
Alright, so question. Can Jack start trying to put the barrels into the bank?
Can you?
Yeah, like, can I start trying to do them now? Like, put them in the bank?
Give me you're gonna have to give me 2 rolls. 3 rolls.
Carrying them in one at a time.
Yes, then you're gonna have to give me 2 rolls for each.
Okay.
The first roll will to be, can you lift the barrel? Second roll is, can you run it fast enough that you don't can you react fast enough that you don't run into a wall?
Oh
Because
god, that's
we
gonna be
all know that
intellect.
you're fast enough to do this.
Okay. Don't have anything to bring down intellect rolls.
So the first roll is the strength check. See if you can even lift the barrel in the first place.
Alright,
So CR 5.
Okay. I have
Because this is
strength
a 20 gallon There's a 50-gallon. Actually, string CR6.
All right. So
There's a very
strength
heavy
2.
barrel. All right, so that brings it down to CR4.
All right. Guess let's just straight roll because I don't really want to use effort right now.
All right, 12 or higher.
Nope.
Nope.
Yikes.
You can't. You like. I'll just run it in and out one at a time. That's excellent. You go to lift up the barrel. You're like, I got this. You don't realize how heavy a 50-gallon barrel is when it's full.
It's about 50 gallons, I'd guess.
If gallons is not a measurement of weight.
It totally is. What are you talking about?
But
So-
yeah, you cannot lift this out of the car.
Okay.
Let alone run at it top speed. You could try again,
Alright,
but
so I
right
have
now
a
you're
question.
struggling there.
Can I try again? Oh, he's going to the lag mode.
Oh god, lag mode. I came out just as you said that.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Alright. So what were you trying to say?
Is that I'm gonna try again, and then Freddy's gonna be an asset to help me lift it up.
Alright. I was gonna make it slightly harder, but since the asset, it's the same roll.
I
Oh,
believe in you.
all right.
Holy
Hey!
fucking shit!
Alright, major effect.
How?
You
Can I?
major effect. Well, what's your proposed effect?
Can I just be able to lift all of them?
Also, you don't want to make any more strength checks.
Yeah, like no more strength
Alright.
checks.
There's no more strength checks. Now you just have to make this intellect check and all the other intellect checks to not run into.
Question. I don't know if this would be an asset or not. Could I somehow be an asset by, like, using enthrall on one of the guards? And just, like, talking to them constantly?
Lag mode activated.
Lag mode activated.
Lag mode. So,
Hi, did you hear what I said, or...?
no.
Oh, I said, could I be an asset to him by, like, enthralling one of the guards or something that, like, through the security checkpoint, or...
The intellect check is to not see if he gets caught. It's to see if he's able to react fast enough to not run into anything.
Can I give him words of encouragement before he sprints inside?
If that wasn't an ability, I would say yes.
Oh,
But that's
that's
a
an
speaker
ability.
ability called encourage.
Oh, I'm a speaker. I don't have encourage. Never mind.
All right. So what's the intellect roll?
The intellect roll is only a CR5. Or CR4.
Okay. CR4. Okay, good. But I have a question.
It's nothing ridiculous. Because you've run before, you know your speed. You just never run through this tight of a corridor. Like making
So I have
this
a question.
sharp of turns.
Since I'm
With this
specialized
heavy
in
of an
running,
object, so.
wouldn't that help me be reacting to it?
You specialize in what?
Running. So
Alright,
wouldn't I be
sure, I'll give it.
and
I'll give you the 2.
Okay. And never mind. I was gonna say if this is an intellect roll, but speed defense technically, but I don't know if that would count.
Well, no. Speed defense would not count here.
Okay, so it's a CR2.
Yes.
Shit, I have an XP. I'm definitely using the XP.
Alright.
Oh,
Wow.
yikes.
All right. Freddy,
The fuck do you want Freddy to do?
like XP, maybe.
I don't have any XP. I immediately used all of it. I'm power leveling Freddy.
I can use XP.
Are you using
Please.
XP? Okay.
I'll give him one.
Brandon, the XP hoarder,
Never.
finally uses one of his XP to save you.
Finally. Okay.
There you go.
Thank God.
You gotta know.
Just like you intended, and out. You run inside, plant the barrel inside of one of the stalls, and get out.
Now we just have to do it 3 more times.
3 more times.
But since you are getting used to the layout, each roll gets 1 CR easier for the intellect checks.
Okay, so
That's the thing. It was gonna get 1 harder for all the strength checks and 1 easier for all the intellect checks.
Okay.
And your arms get more tired, but you get more used to the layout.
Okay.
And then you rolled a natural.
So
Yeah.
So now it's a CR3, but I bring that
it's a
down by
CR1.
2.
It's a
Oh, CR1. All right.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Hey.
and
Alright.
now I auto pass.
Next one. Yeah. And you auto pass the next 2. So they're in out. All the barrels are placed inside of the.
Sweet.
Now, whether someone is to go to the bathroom within
No,
the
I
next 3 hours.
No, I locked the door to that stall.
Oh, okay. I
Someone's
thought
just
you
having-
just put them in and just like,
No.
no one's gonna come in here.
Someone's having a really bad time in that stall right now. Like,
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's see where we have to go now. We got 1 down, 3
Next
more to
up.
go for us.
next up is this location.
Alright. That location will come later after moving back. What are you 2 doing? You and Charles.
Alright, so I asked the person that we were looking to adopt a child.
Yes. She asked, would you like to see the child?
Yeah.
She goes like, okay, let me, she checks her watch and checks to see the paper. It's like, oh, I apologize. They are getting close to the nap time, so they are not accepting any potential adopters or anyone visit.
Oh, I was just sure because we were just so curious about having a child, and we just my husband Charles here. We just got married recently. We're looking for having a child, a family.
You see Charles just like, yes, married. we married, yes.
Oh, Charles, you don't have to be scared about it in public. This is a new progressive society.
You see the nun go, yes, these times are very progressive.
It's like saying this in front of a nun out of all people, yes.
And she's like, due to policy standards, we do allow homosexuals to adopt children now.
What was that?
I said, due to standards and policy, we do allow homosexuals to adopt children now. So perfect time.
Ah, thank you.
Yes.
The head of the Dodge.
If you do want to adopt or see any of the children, you will have to come back tomorrow morning.
About that.
Because we are closing very soon.
Oh yeah, it'll be quick. It'll be quick.
Dude, she's
give
giving
me,
you an opportunity.
give me
Wait.
a intellect check. CR. Well, I was gonna say CR4, but she's a nun and you guys are gay. So CR5.
What is it?
CR5.
CR5.
Oh, what kind of check?
And what?
Intellect. Trying to persuade her.
Okay, so I have 1 intellect.
All right. So CR4.
Oof.
Nope.
Can Charles roll?
The nun's like, nah, get wrecked, fag,
no.
and then just closes the door in your face.
She goes, I'm sorry. Like I said, we are not accepting people right now. And
Can I
you
spend
do, if you would, give me another intellect check. This one's CR5. Again.
Everyone?
No, just you. Not everyone's there.
So I have +1 intellect, so it's a CR4.
So CR4.
Hey,
Oh,
minor
holy
effect.
shit.
So you were just going to hear it muffled, but you're going to hear some words now due to the minor effect. You hear it start to get rowdy in the background where all the kids are. And you hear another woman pipe up and start yelling. Like, hardcore yelling. And you
Uh,
hear, I never loved you. Can't wait till you're gone. And that's what you hear.
Freddy does
everything
not know who this person
right?
is, but they're going to shoot them.
Is everything fine? It seems like someone's having
You
an
see
issue back there.
the nun sort of go wide-eyed and just go, "Oh yes, yes, everything's fine. If you could, we are closing very soon now. So could you
Well, how long do you have till you close?
please leave now?"
Brendan, just wait.
Brandon, leave.
When are you open? When are you open?
I'm going to call the police if you do not leave.
All right, we'll leave. Sorry to be a bother.
And you guys leave. Charles gives a pathetic wave. And moving back to team keeping it cool. As you guys pull up, there is no illusion to what this place is. It is very obvious what it is. And you guys are sort of surprised that you did not recognize from the location. It is a casino, a very popular one known as Casino
Okay.
Casino what? You cut out for me.
Casino Siren.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say Casino Diamond, and I was gonna get really scared
No.
for a second.
Veronica
Wait.
Diamond does not own a casino.
It should be Casino Club.
It's not Casino Club.
Damn it.
I named it this name for a particular reason.
I have a
Wow.
question for the layout. You know
Yeah.
how a lot of casinos have like the multi-stage parking? Is there like a sub-level parking?
A sub-level part? Give me odds and even. Odds there is, there's not.
So D4.
On any dice that you want.
Alright.
So there is underground,
So
but
Jack's
it
gonna
is
turn over.
reserved for VIP.
Alright, so here's
Funnily
the plan.
enough, I have a
Do you
plan.
have
Same.
3 XP? Oh, I thought you were gonna say funnily enough I am, because like, do you have the XP?
No, but I
So-
have a great ability called Spin Identity. So I can become a VIP member.
Give me a second.
Shit.
So what I was gonna say is that we could come back to this one last for us, and then we can just leave the 4 remaining barrels there in the sub parking because it's still in the building area. So that way, when they go off, they'll go up from the bottom and up.
See, I personally feel like we should go to the police department last. Like, that should be our last hit, because if we go to the police department sooner, and they find the barrels, and then they, like, make connection, like, there's stuff in this barrels that will explode, then they might also look at the possibility that there are other places that have barrels placed in it.
Okay.
As a CJ major, I'm looking at this like I would look at
Yeah,
it if
no,
I found a
That's
bunch
what
of
I was
barrels.
saying though. It's like I thought we were doing that with Andre's car. Is the thing. Like
No,
we could
We're not
do
doing
that. Okay, so I thought we were gonna do the police station with that car, and we are gonna reserve the truck for another spot.
No, because Wildfire threw a hissy fit and said, no, we're not doing that. They have to be inside the buildings, or no.
Oh, okay.
But the plan for the car was that you drive at full speed into the building.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh,
And then I would escape using my speed.
oh, sure. But I kind of don't. Well, sure. Trying to think.
So what do you? No, I'll let you guys.
Because we'd still
So why
need
don't we
the
come-
VIP thing to get in here.
So why don't we come back to this one later? All right.
I like how you guys said this was a scouting mission, and half the crew is scouting, and half the crew is doing the mission.
Because that's what I thought we
Well-
were doing, and then Jack started doing it, so I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this started out as a scouting mission first.
All right. So since I
It's almost
forgot
10
to
o'clock
tell
anyway.
the rest of the team that we're actually planting, ring ring, calling Jeremiah right now.
Does Jack have Jeremiah's phone number?
I'm gonna say,
Well, I assume-
for the sake of convenience, I would say yes.
Okay. Hey, Jack. No, Jeremiah. This is Jack. We've actually started planting the barrels. If you wanna start as well, we put them in the bank, and now we're moving on to
Wait,
the casino.
you already started placing them? What happened to the fucking...
Well, we scouted out and figured it would be a good idea if we automatically started. So we already did it. So start planting now.
Oof.
So I don't know where you guys are at, but just start planting, okay? Meet up in the circle after. And then I say, wait, what's this spot again? Right here.
Which one?
It's the circle. The
That
circle.
is the hospital. No, this is the hospital.
Yeah, this is the hospital, and then this one,
I don't. Train station.
train station. Okay. So train station should be easy in a sense because
station we
they have.
Train station, we can do the same thing we did for the bank. Train station, we can just have you pick up the barrels, super speed in, put them in a bathroom, super speed out, and do that 4 times.
Mhm. Then hospital. Hospital might be the one where we might not have to put them in the. I don't think we can put them in the hospital because hospitals are too complex.
Maybe for the hospital, what we could do is, if we have, like, for the hospital, we go into the hospital, but, like, I'm trying to think, like, if we drive into the hospital parking,
Mm-hmm.
and then just place the barrels, like, I'm trying to think. See, that's why I was saying, like, we should do the casino first, because we could leave the car in the hospital, because that won't look as suspicious if we just walk out of the hospital on foot.
Let's do the
If we
casino
walk-
first then.
Because I was going to say, if we walk out of the casino on foot, there's a lot more security, so it might look a little bad.
Yeah. So we could leave the truck parked in the hospital, and
Yeah.
then the train station isn't that far away from the hospital, so we could just get there on foot within probably like 20 minutes.
But we wouldn't be able to
Lucky.
carry the barrels to the train station. Freddy wouldn't be able to do that.
So then why don't we go from the casino
To the
to
train
the train
station
station
and the
and then
hospital.
leave it at the hospital, and then we get to the circle on foot.
Yeah,
Sounds
should work.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to we're change of plans. We're going back into the casino.
Okay. You guys were never inside of the casino, but okay.
We're
Well,
going.
no, we're driving into the sub-level parking.
You're driving. Okay. You guys pull up to the sublevel parking, and you see a valet person. And they pretty much walk over and just, oh, hey, can I see your VIP member?
Freddy
Using-
needs a
using the spin identity. Freddy's going to kind of start patting his like jacket and everything. Oh shit! I forgot my VIP pass. Is it okay if we just go in? Like, I'm literally just here to pick up a friend, and that's it. Like, is it okay if we just kind of pull in and then we'll come right back out?
Now give me a second. One. This is more. Yeah, I would be picky about this because
Fuck
spin
you.
identity is very strong. Spin identity gives you a new identity. It doesn't help you.
so maybe I can't use spin identity for this. But I could try to persuade them.
No, I'm not wrong. Oh, I am wrong. I thought spin identity took an hour to but it isn't.
Nope, it's an action.
Yes. But
It
you would
stays
have
active
to
for 1 hour.
you would basically create to give you an example, just so you don't think spin identity is you. In this scenario you could say like, do you not know who I am? I'm a
Wait,
famous
no, I know what I'm gonna
photographer.
say.
I mean
I know what
alright.
I'm gonna do. Okay, so take all that back. I'm gonna look at this chauffeur, and I'm gonna put my sunglasses down so I can like look over them, and I'm gonna give him like the most like kind of glare in my eyes, like, do you know who I am? How dare you say that I need to show you my VIP pass? Do you know who I am?
No, who are you?
I am Mr. Rogers. And if you say that you don't know who I am, then I'm going to be talking to your supervisor because I am one of the biggest funders of this building. And I should not have to show you a VIP pass to park in my building.
Right away. I'm very sorry. Please, right away.
Yeah,
sir,
that's
Mr.
what I
Rogers,
thought.
sir.
I'm gonna drive off. I'm gonna drive into the building.
And make sure you spend those intellect points.
Oh, I have 2 edge and intellect, so I don't spend anything in intellect.
Oh, okay. Look at you, smarty pants.
It costs me nothing. Currently, all of my abilities cost me nothing because I was smart and got my edge and intellect quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went to pat my dog, and like he just completely jumped because he's facing the opposite direction.
Nice.
So you guys roll into the underground parking lot unencumbered. You see a lot of very fancy cars down there.
Gonna look at Jack. Where do you want to put these barrels at?
Well, let's see where they could be parked. Can I see, like, roll to see if there's a good spot nearby that would be conspicuous?
Inconspicuous? You would probably think around any of the pillars, which there are plenty of.
All right. So why don't we
Which
just
pillar
hide
looks
them
the
behind?
least inconspicuous?
They look all the same level amount of inconspicuous.
Is there one
Wait,
that
are
looks
there any-
especially shadowy?
Give me an intellectual. CR3.
Is it perception?
Oh.
Damn it. I don't. Oh,
Can I
Freddy
be
doesn't
an
have anything in
asset since I'm
perception.
helping too?
Is Jack an asset?
Sure, I'll make Jack an asset to CR2.
Alright, 17.
You know that putting it inside of a dark and shadowy place makes it the most suspicious in this scenario.
Alright, so I'm a dumbass. Yeah, let's put it, let's put it... Yeah.
But first, the main question: are there any cameras?
Any cameras? Give me an intellectual. CR4.
I would like to help with this and be an asset.
Alright, CR3.
Not a 3.
I said CR3, not roll a 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you want to roll?
You take a look around. The corners of the room are pretty dark, so if there were cameras, you can't really tell.
Okay.
I would also like to,
Give me a roll. Jack cannot be an asset.
okay, CR4?
Yes.
That's a 12! Hell
You
yeah.
give a brief glance around. Your eyes better adjusted to the dark. Look inside of those dark corners and see no cameras. And then you remember. This is the hot spot for the mob bosses. This is where they normally meet up. In fact,
Fuck.
one of the mob bosses owns a penthouse top level.
Fuck. Alright.
This is like considered the
So,
neutral zone for all the mobs, and then they want to meet up and discuss the plans.
So, Freddy, why don't we just hide them? I don't see any cameras.
Yeah, sure, let's... You go ahead and pick... better at carrying the barrels. You go ahead and take them out. My sunglasses are.
Alright, let's do
I'm
this.
leaning
I'll
back.
hide them in the spots that we picked out.
Freddy is not
Alright,
getting
yeah.
back out of the vehicle.
Flash. You easily make it to all the places without even like thinking about it. You just instantly do it.
Alright, on the road again.
All right, back to Jeremiah and Charles. Where are you guys heading to?
Alright, Charles, let's change that room. Maybe we can scout behind the building. We find any kind of vents or something we could stick bombs into.
Charles looks up with like, we have barrels, not bombs.
Put them
You know
on
what-
the roof.
Also, we're really not thinking of bombing an orphanage, right? The ones that's run
Does
by
it matter,
nuns.
Charles? Does it matter?
We. I mean,
Charles, listen to me. Did you hear what was going on behind that fucking wall?
not really. I was kind of scared.
You know what I heard? I heard a woman screaming, abusing those children. If anything, we're doing them a favor. We're extinguishing their hell with hellfire. Got it?
Hell yeah, alright, Jeremiah.
Okay,
Spitting
Dad.
facts. Maybe he's bad guy, but he's not so bad guy.
No, that's bad, guy. You're killing the orphans.
No, he's putting them out of their misery. Of
He's
course.
the
What do you
bad guy.
Yeah.
Duh.
mean? Alright.
Charles just sort of like stares at the dashboard and goes, "Well, I guess when you put it like that."
See, Charles, I know you'd.
So Charles,
You
you
always
know,
have a man.
you always see my way of thinking.
So what are you doing?
We're gonna try to stealthily sneak behind the building and see if there's any air vents or something that we can place the barrels.
Again, this building is not very large. You easily duck into an alleyway about 2 or 3 buildings and end up inside of a alleyway behind it. So to the left, buildings, middle alleyway to the right, the back of more buildings on the other side.
What was that?
And this
It was
is
like,
where all the companies and stuff, all the buildings here have their dumpsters, as there's a bunch of dumpsters and sewer grates and stuff like that. Just your average shady looking alleyway.
does it look like any entrance into the building in the alley?
Wait, what?
Is there any kind of entrance into the building from the alleyway?
Into the building, yes. There seems to be a larger well, not large, but a thick metal door at the back of the building. And it seems what they use to throw all their trash inside of the garbage.
Is there a ladder?
A ladder? Yeah, there's a fire escape. There's a fire escape, but the ladder is not down. It is up like most fire escape ladders.
Are there any cameras within the alleyway?
Give me an intellect check. CR4.
CR3.
Alright.
Oh my god!
No cameras. This is an alleyway.
Alright, Charles.
But for that nat 20, you do notice a part of the alleyway that looks strangely dark. Like
Oh,
What was that?
it's almost void of light, except for one light over a door that is flickering.
oh no.
No! No!
Oh no, is this?
It's an anglerfish, don't
What do you
worry.
do?
Is this the guy? The guy
I'm not gonna tell
from
you.
last?
What do you do?
Just put the barrels in and get the hell out of there.
All right, Charles. What I want you to do is see if you can get on my
You
back.
look, yeah, you look back to Charles and start explaining this, and then at some point you look back at the light and it's still there, and now there's a figure under it. All you see of this figure is the silhouette of a fedora type hat with a
What was
white
that? You're
stripe.
going robotic.
You look at Charles to speak all this stuff. You turn back, and you still see the flickering light and the void of any external light. But under the light, you now see a figure, sort of a silhouetted figure, wearing a fedora. Along the brim of that fedora is a white ribbon, pristinely white, almost blindingly so.
Diamond.
Oh shit.
Bloodshot, beady eyes, which seem abnormally large, and a large,
God.
toothy grin, going from what you presume to be ear to ear, though you cannot see any ears. And
Is
those are
this Howls at the Night?
the only features you see of this humanoid-looking figure.
Who is that?
Charles goes, I don't know, but they're a lot more scary than we are.
All right. So just stay calm, right? Just act like you don't see, you don't notice, right? Just get on my back. See if you can try to get on that fucking ladder.
So you're just gonna try to go to the door and ignore him?
Yeah.
Alright. You go to the door. What are you trying to figure out? Also, you guys fail to realize this is a result of a nat 20.
No, I realized that. I made that realization. I didn't like that realization, but I made it.
Yeah, but it's not. Alright,
So,
never mind. Keep going.
Huh?
What are you doing at the door?
Freddy, let's discuss the train thing in chat.
See if Charles can get on my back and try to reach for the ladder.
Alright. After a bit of trying, yes. Charles is able to lower the ladder to the fire.
Alright. Charles, climb up there and see if you can see any vents or anything we can place the barrels. And I'll keep on the
Charles.
lookout.
You turn
If
around to keep a lookout. See, nothing has changed. The figure is still there. The alleyway is still void of light.
Is Charles up on the roof?
You look up. You don't see Charles anymore in the fire.
Is the guy looking at me?
Yes, he's been staring directly at you.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles looking at him.
Nothing changes.
I look back up, see if Charles is there.
Charles still is not.
I look back. Is he looking at me still?
You don't know how, but the void of light, the light post, and the figure have all moved one door down. Like somehow the entire building at this door and light is attached.
I'm gonna walk over there.
Alright, you start walking over there? Are you walking over there in a threatening manner, or just walking over to investigate?
Probably to threaten first.
You walk in a threatening manner, and you step into the blackness. That it, a place that is void of light, and your vision is filled with blackness. The light is gone. You turn around to go see where you came from. It's gone. You are in nothing but the void.
What's going on? Where am
The
I?
face reappears along. Well, hungry for
Who the fuck are you?
the real question is, what do you want to know? I'm sure wasting on figuring out who I am is not what you want.
And what's it to you?
I amused.
Amusing? Taking other people's fucking business?
Anything that's your business was once my business.
Listen, who the
What do
fuck
you
am I?
want
What'd you
to
do?
know? Ask a question and think carefully, and I will answer it honestly.
And if I ask you this question and you answer, what do I have to do?
What did you say?
If I ask you this question and you answer, do I owe you something?
No. Consider this one free of charge.
And how should I just believe you just saying you fucking know the answer to any fucking question I ask?
Well, how would you be able to tell Jeremiah? Jeremiah Woodrow, living your life on the mountain, taking a uneventful trip to a festival that turned into either the worst mistake or the greatest gift in your life you haven't figured out yet.
And what is that?
Your power. Now, ask a question. I'm sure I have you.
Who are those people who are after us? The ones that killed Andre. Who the fuck are they? And where can I find them?
There's a lot of questions, but I'll answer them one at a time. Just for you. Those people are an organization built by the government. They are hunt down anything that is not natural. This was built in a preemptive measure because they knew reporters were coming. They are now hunting you because you are
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
the portage, the anomalies come. The
But we
reason
were
why
innocent
they're
people.
hunting you is because of that exact fact. You have the arcane energy, the gates running through your blood. and they went to harness him. But also, here is a free answer to a question that you do not have. Your little friend Andre, the one that went up in a puff of smoke, he never died.
What?
Like I said, they're hunting anomalies, and he fades from your vision.
No, no, come back. What'd you say about Andre? He's alive?
You blink, and the world is back to the way it was. And you see Charles atop the roof, going, Jeremiah, please come out now. I'm kind of scared. Please.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold
Coming.
on, I'll be right back. I just gotta take a call.
Okay.
JJ!
Now, I would shift it over to the other group, but Jenny did left. So, who wants to discuss?
That's what I want to discuss. Just screaming. Wait. Wait. They knew the portals were coming. What?
Apparently, that's what he said.
And Andre is alive.
Wait.
I'm gonna break my hands on this fucking desk because I keep hitting it.
You should stop hitting it.
That right now, chat is going crazy.
Oh yeah, no,
The reason
Jack was
why-
JJ was talking about power nutting and stuff.
The reason why I was trying to tell you guys, like, the man came from a nat 20 was because he's beneficial, not harmful. But you guys were acting all scared of him.
I know I'm not scared of the Keeper of Knowledge. The Keeper of Knowledge is the motherfucker that said if you're gonna want this, if you want me to answer 3 questions, you can't fucking kill John. Fuck that.
Well, he wanted to take away the thing you wanted most for the gain of knowledge. And the
Fuck
thing
that.
you wanted most was John dead.
Fuck knowledge. Where did knowledge ever help me?
Well,
Ignoring the fact that I'm in college. When did knowledge ever help me?
well, Tots, have you ever run off a cliff?
Yes.
I know for a fact you have not.
I feel like you're putting words to my mouth. Listen, if I want to go cliff diving in my free time, who are you to judge me?
I'm not gonna judge you, but you never jumped off of a cliff because you're educated and know that gravity will kill you.
It won't be gravity that kills me. It'll be the impact of my body hitting the ground from the force
Caused
of
by
gravity.
gravity.
But it wouldn't be gravity itself. It would be my stupid.
Someone's shooting you with a gun. Is it the bullet that kills you or the person?
The bullet. Technically, it is the bullet.
Andre's still alive. Ha ha ha.
I knew this all along.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Wait, what?
He's the one that I told him from the beginning. His character.
JJ, you've just been toying with our hearts this whole time, dude? Like, what the fuck, man?
Yes. I thought it would give the
Yes.
plot depth. And
Now,
you know what? It did.
He straight up just wanted Audrey dead. I was just like, wait a second, I can do something here.
Yeah. I was like, do it.
But I'm
It will
not gonna
further
go-
the plot.
Yeah,
Do-
I'm not gonna
do
go
it.
further than that. So moving back to the power couple, what is
No.
Yes, I've been reading the fan
what
fiction.
is Freddy and Jack doing?
God.
Alright, so the thing is, I have to like go get a couple bags of pellets, but I'll try to stay in chat. I don't know
Okay.
if I'll be connected, but I'll be seeing if I can talk this time.
Okay.
Alright. So,
So, the plan was just going into the train station, to the bathroom, scouting that out, and then doing the strategy we've been doing.
All right.
super speeding the barrels in there and then leaving the bathroom stall locked. hoping no one tries to enter that bathroom stall. And if they do, then fuck.
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 So you guys drive over to the train station. Very large train station. And you guys easily find a restroom as every. And I would say make the rolls, but I make 2 rolls.
We've been doing this. Okay. I'm
Well,
away
this
from my
is
computer.
cool. If you go inside and scout the route first, actually, there's a lot of people moving in and out. So yeah, make CR4
He's away from
CR4.
his computer.
CR4 what?
speed. You know,
You know
but
what?
your running goes into this, so it's CR2.
Okay. So can someone roll for me?
Yes.
Sure,
Okay.
I got you, fam. Actually, Dante's got you. Dante can roll for you. Well, Dante, come on, man.
Did you
Where
guys
is
not
he
know I have
fat?
shitty luck?
Where's the fuck on my keys?
See, DM luck doesn't.
Oh, dirt. My parents took my keys. They took my car. I forgot
hey,
about that.
hey. Brandon, you got any more of that sweet XP, my dude?
Oh,
Please?
come on, dude.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
You want to give XP so that he doesn't, so that our plan that's been working so well so far doesn't get found out right here on the 3rd stop.
Perhaps yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it this time because apparently Dante has shitty luck. So
Yeah.
holy shit!
Nat 20?
19.
Alright,
Okay,
so you don't
let's
have
go.
to roll for the next one.
I do have to roll, or I don't.
No, you don't.
Hell
You
yeah!
don't.
Take load up.
So you're able to get 2 barrels in this time.
We have to
Yes.
drop off.
And out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, but it gets easier
Yeah.
with each roll, right?
Yes.
'Cause I
so
learned-
it's a CR1.
It's a CR1. All right.
I have effort. I have effort. I forgot to
Oh.
use.
It's fine.
Well,
I
you-
rolled a 7.
Yeah.
I passed
Okay.
anyways.
So you get that one in, and last barrel in for free.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
So all the barrels are inside the train station, inside of what you think would be the most populated bathroom.
Alright. Surprised that I'm still connected to you guys right now.
Back
So I'm
to
currently driving to Redouts.
Jeremiah and Charles, who are still scouting out one building, while the other 2 have filled 2 buildings and scouted out a 3rd. Or actually, no,
No, we
filled 3
filled-
buildings.
We filled 3.
We're
That's
going through critical character development. I'm like them.
What character development?
Since you are gay now.
No, that was just a charade.
Charles looks
Maybe
hurt.
not for Charles. So, what are you doing? Charles has said the place up there doesn't have any vents, but it seems like a good enough place to plant the barrels anyways.
Yeah. Fine. Did you see anything when you were up there? Like, odd?
It's up here, no. It's quiet and actually kind of peaceful.
Only one at this traffic light. Why is it still red? Oh, you guys can still hear me. That's sweet, because I'm currently driving
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, we can hear. We can hear
Nice.
the traffic going too.
Alright.
But
Making my way.
went to go- that guy over there, you remember him? Down the alley?
Yeah.
He kept looking.
Shit, I'm speeding.
I was afraid he was gonna
You
blow
didn't hear
up
that,
cars, so
criminal justice major?
I went to go.
What are you
No.
talking about? I'm just on the phone with the Millinocket Police Department right now.
Feds.
I went to go
Oh
scare
my
him
god,
off,
is
you know.
that a Joker? What? Oh my god. Dude, no.
And I went over there. And I don't know if I fucking hallucinated or not.
Holy shit, is that a dude
I don't
on
know.
fire? Oh my god.
I-
What?
I'll just, fuck it. Continue with the mission. We don't have time for this.
Alright. Do you guys plant the barrels or anything, or you just in the next case.
Uh, we can go plant.
You're gonna try to plant the barrels?
Yeah.
Uh, give me a roll. You're gonna need it because I assume you're trying to do this stealthily.
Yes.
So first roll you're gonna need to give me CR5 strength check. Or CR5. Actually CR4 strength check.
Can I use muscles of iron?
Yes you can. I forgot you're the warrior. So it's
I'm a
CR3.
warrior too.
Imagine not being a speaker.
You aren't a speaker. What?
Wait, so
Freddy
how
is a
much does
speaker?
Oh.
how much does effort cost?
Effort costs 3 points of whatever you're using.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But if you
System
have
And then-
edge in it, it takes 1 away.
Well,
Okay, I have two.
however much edge it is.
I have 2 in it.
Alright, so it takes away 2 away from the muscle iron
Wait, how-
cost. How much? 1?
2.
2. It takes
2?
2.
So you would
Oh, wait,
still
so-
have to pay 3. To pay 3.
Oh wait, so I have 2 in edge. So if I use muscle of iron, which costs 2,
It would cost nothing.
so it's free.
Well,
Alright.
if you use it as you're picking it up, it's going to cost extra.
Unless you're like activating it before you pick it up.
Yes.
I have to before I pick it up.
Didn't know you had time control powers as well. But fine, I'll let you go back and turn on muscle line and head over and pick it up.
And then how much would the edge cost again too? Since I have 2 in edge.
So it'd be a cost of to apply a level of effort.
A 1?
Yes. Because of your
Okay.
edge.
So what's the rule?
What's the roll? It'd be a CR. It'd be a CR2.
I have +2 in strength.
You have +2 in strength, so it's free.
Yay! Is this how JJ's torn character feels like now?
Probably.
Almost. So now, give me a speed check. CR5.
I have. Can I use running?
What are you trying to use?
Can I use my skill in running? Does that count?
What skill?
Running.
He's trained
No.
in running.
This is you sneaking, not running.
Okay. I have 2 in dex.
You have 2 in speed,
2 in
Yep.
dex.
2 in dex. Alright, that'll bring it down to.
And is edge effort 3 if I don't have anything in edge?
Yes. If you don't have an edge, it's 3.
All right, so I'll use effort.
So take 3 from your speed and it goes down another one. So that's 5 minus 3. So 2. CR2.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Jeremiah
minor
with
effect.
rolls.
Minor effect, you don't have to roll for the next one. As you carry 2 barrels. And crouch down low and just go as fast as you can. Go up the ladder somehow while carrying 2 barrels up the stairs onto the roof. Go all the way back down.
D&D.
Go all the way back, back at the car. Roll another strength. This time, CR5. As your arms are getting more tired.
I have +2 in strength, so is that a CR3?
Yes.
So CR. And you still have muscle of iron acting, so CR2. Because muscle of iron activates for an hour. Or 10 minutes.
Hey,
I
10
don't have the
minutes.
sheet up in front of me. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And now one more speed check, same roll, CR5.
let's see. +2 in dex.
Bring it down to a CR3.
Fuck.
Yikes.
Hey, anyone have XP? Everyone have XP?
I do not have
No.
XP.
What's
you have
going
XP?
on?
Jeremiah is trying to sneak and failed the. You pick up this easy enough. Crouch down low. Start going back the same way that you went. When you're about to climb onto the ladder, you hear as the back door to the St. Abbey orphanage opens up.
Oh no.
You're
I try-
currently about to up the
You're cutting in and out, Dante.
What was that?
you're climbing basically halfway up the ladder, barrel in your hands, as you see a nun come out with a 2 bags of trash in her hands, about to throw them out.
Can I just try to stand still when she doesn't notice me?
You're gonna try what?
Just stand still, see if she doesn't notice me. Cause I'm halfway up the ladder, right?
Not really halfway, you're starting the climb.
Oh fuck.
Like you got to the ladder and then you heard.
I'm gonna get off the ladder and run at her.
You're just gonna run at her?
Yes.
Bruh.
Alright. What do you intend to do when
What was that?
you reach her?
Tackle.
Knock her
Yeah,
out.
tackle.
Oh shit.
I would say give me a strength check, but this is an old nun, and you're a stone man with muscles of iron at it. So she's going down. Just give me a d20 roll. Give me a d20 roll.
So I'm assuming I tackled her, right?
You tackle her, just give me a d20 roll. Nothing, anything you have that will go into might will affect this roll.
Okay.
So he's got 2 in strength and then muscles of iron.
So
Wait, do I
that's
still have
that's the 3
to...
things.
Hold on, everyone's going robotic.
Yeah, that's JJ.
That's JJ.
Do I still have to roll?
Yeah, roll a d20.
Roll a d20 and then
Five.
alright. Plus 9, so 14. You don't have a lot of control of your newfound strength. You spear this old lady, and you expect her to be meatier than she is.
She's dead.
You expect her to be heavier than she is because you're not as strong. You expect yourself to be weaker than you used. As your elbow or as your shoulder connects with gut, you hear about several cracks. And then you throw her to the ground and watch her head slam against the open door, and her neck jolt to a not really correct angle. As she
fucking
lies
killed
there,
a nun.
now motionless.
She was gonna die anyways.
There's a certain level of villainy in life, and killing a nun is about the highest fucking level you can get. Which is, funnily enough, just the level just higher than blowing up a fucking orphanage. When it comes to the list
I
of
would say
pure...
blowing up orphanages is higher than killing a nun.
So,
Either way,
Freddy's not gonna
we're reaching a pretty high level today.
Freddy
Because
doesn't
you're doing
know.
both.
Freddy's not gonna know.
so does Brandon's character kill
Alright,
him?
so you just killed the old nun and start climbing back up.
I'm gonna put her body.
So,
I'm gonna put her body in the trash, like in the trash.
You easily pick up her body. Now, I assume the trash that she was carrying.
Yeah.
Thank God, you're not evil enough to litter.
Thank
Oh
God.
my goodness.
Littering is is the highest tier. Like it's right above orphan. Like killing an orphan.
See, I'm a member of society, alright? I pick out the trash.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Listen,
Funny.
Jeremiah cares about
Joker.
the environment.
You put
See?
a
Fact,
body
fact.
of the dead nun in the trash and put 2 bags over her in the
So
hider
I
courts.
silently closed the door behind where she was. Or did she close it already behind me?
And silently close the door and continue your job. You get the barrel up with difficulty. Not with
Hold on.
difficulty, but out of difficulty. And then one last roll. The strength check is now a CR6.
What was that?
The strength check is now CR6, brought down by 3. So a CR3. Unless you want to use effort.
Can I use my strength skill? Or was that already used?
I already added all your skills. Added your skills and your muscle of iron, so it's CR3.
Yeah.
And
If you roll another 5, then
I'd be surprised.
I'll use effort.
He's gonna use effort, so CR2. And you have to take 1 point from your
Oh, come on, Diamond.
I just made it. It's a CR2, right? Oh wait, no, never mind.
No, CR2 is 6.
Matt, quick math. Hey, JJ, you have XP, right? XP.
No, I don't.
No.
You wrap your arms around this barrel, and you're just like, alright. And you start to lift, and your muscles scream out in pain. Apparently, snapping that old lady's neck like a twig actually took out a lot more from you than you expected.
Dumb bitch. Had to get in my way.
You can roll again, but it will be at loss.
See, this is why I hoard XP.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
and your character is gonna end up mega weak, just like Terminal.
Just like Terminal.
So go ahead, give the same exact roll, spend another 1 from your might. Well, actually, no, don't spend another 1. It's a reroll. Forgot. So just there you go. So you're able to pick up the barrel easily enough now, and make the stealth roll CR5.
I swear to God, if you fail this again and another nun comes out and your solution is to kill her too,
CR5 brought down by your speed to a CR4.
Isn't it brought down by his dexterity?
Oh yeah, it's brought down by dexterity.
So that'd be a CR3 then, because he has 2 in dex.
Let me check his power shift real quick. Jeremiah Woodrow character sheet.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, he
Alright.
does have 2 in dexterity, so it would bring it down by 2. So it's a CR3. 9 or higher.
God damn it. Another 5.
That's
Hey,
another
Charles,
5.
you have XP, right?
You have 1
Charles is
XP!
not here.
Use your fucking 1 XP!
But that's 1 XP left.
I swear to God.
Are you,
Fine,
I need
fine.
to hear now, are you spending your XP or not?
Fine, I'll use it.
Okay.
You still have 2 more places to go to after this. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the roll?
CR3.
9 or higher.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
So, as you're heading back with this one, You pit pat, pit pat, think you're all stealthy when pit pat, squeak as you step on a rat, a bit start to stumble, and as, as you drop the barrel.
Fuck.
Okay, Jerome.
So I just dropped.
Seems to be no immediate reaction that you can see, but you're pretty sure people heard it.
Wait, so what was that?
There seems to be no immediate reaction you can see, but you're pretty sure people heard it.
I'm gonna quickly get off the ladder. I'm gonna put
You weren't
the
on the
barrel.
ladder. You were walking.
I'm gonna quickly open up the trash bin, pick up the barrel, and put it in one of the trash bags.
You're trying to put the barrel inside the bag or the trash bin?
These
Inside
are
the trash.
giant barrels.
They're 50-gallon
Put it-
barrels.
Put it. Yeah,
What
put
is
it in
this?
the bin.
It's like the giant trash bins you usually see outside behind buildings.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a dumpster.
Okay. So
We
yeah,
thought
put
you
it
were
in there.
saying trying to put it inside the trash bag.
Inside the dumpster.
Alright,
All right.
so you just chuck it into the dumpster. Are you just running back to...
Oh, stealthily.
Alright. Are you sure you want to do it stealthily or fast? Because stealthily will make you go slow.
Get out of there.
Alright, I'm skilled in running, so fuck it.
And you don't have to roll for this since you're just booking it out of there. You just run out, dive into the car until Charlie speed off. And y'all peel out. Alright, going back to the power couple. Where are you guys going now?
We're going to the
Alright.
hospital, and we're gonna drop off the car right beside the hospital.
Basically,
Like, in
yeah,
the parking.
we're gonna go into the hospital parking. We're gonna park there, and then we're just gonna leave. Barrels stay in the back of the truck.
Alright.
And then we're walking to the meetup point.
Are you sure? Give me an intellect check.
Intellect.
Which CR?
CR 2.
Okay.
As you guys get there, you realize that the parking lot is a bit farther away from the hospital. The explosion may reach it, but it definitely won't destroy it.
I'm gonna look at Jack. So, you wanna go scope out the bathroom?
Yeah.
It's worked this
Give me
far.
You can at least ask me for a date first. Like, come on. As I start to carry the barrels inside.
You go in, you find the bathrooms, you run out, you run back in, you run out, you run back in, you run out. You do it. No rules.
You're just tired of our shit at this point. Alright, gonna drive to the meetings point now. We finished all of our tasks. Hell yeah, high five, Jack. I almost said Freddy. I high five myself.
No, I'm returning a high five, dude.
I high five myself and then I high five you.
Jeremiah and Charles, where you headed to next after finding your first location?
Brendan said be right back because he has to get dinner.
So, power couple, what y'all do?
They finished the deliveries. Wow.
No.
Please, doctor.
Since
Please.
Jeremiah.
You know how long this is gonna take?
Well, how long do you think it takes to set up a bombing of an entire city? A while.
I meant in real lifetime. Do you know how long it's gonna take, Dante?
Well, if your rolls go good, quick.
Fair.
No,
We're going to the meetup spot, I guess, and then just waiting for everyone else there. Is Wildfire there?
You go over there and you see Wildfire on the street corner. Just sort of sitting there.
I wave hello to Wildfire.
He looks in your direction and just looks back down. He looks like he has his gear on. His like fire retardant gear. And he has his gas mask. Well, not his gas mask, his fire mask by his side. And you could tell he's wearing his jacket over like the flamethrower on his back, but people may think it's just a growth, or like he has a hump on his back, and he has what looks like a gas can beside him, and he has a sign in front of him, that's like a cardboard sign written on with Sharpie, and it says like fired from job because of disability, need money just for gas.
I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna walk up to Wildfire.
Jack's gonna put up his hood.
Gonna walk
Kinda
up to
walk over to him.
walk up to Wildfire and go, "What's up, Quasimodo?"
I don't understand the reference.
That's the name of the Hunchback from Notre Dame.
People who are walking by especially the one woman that was giving him $1, look at you very angrily and sort of glare at you
I shrug.
as you seem to insult this homeless, disabled man.
I shrug. I don't care. I shrug.
But he looks up at the woman. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And she leaves, and he looks over. You guys are back early.
We finished all of our. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear. Can't wait to watch fireworks.
If I'm not mistaken, there's only 2 locations left because Team B was at one of the farther locations outside
Yeah, so
of town.
they have
So
this location and then the police department. I forgot that we gave them the police department.
oh no,
Fuck.
I'm supposed to be the one for that. Ah,
Oh
Wonder
god,
when
we
you-
fucked this up.
so seeing as if let's say they haven't taken off yet, you're gonna hear Jack mumble shit under his breath, and you just see him look both ways, see if anyone's looking. Can I like make a roll, like stealth roll, to make sure?
Yeah. Give me a speed check of 4.
All right, 3 dexterity, and I'm gonna use. Oh, I have a speed defense trained in without armor.
This is technically not a defense roll.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna use effort because I have 3 edge and so
Alright.
auto.
So you auto complete. And you just run.
Just kind of throw my hood up and vanish, and then
Yeah.
just gonna start sprinting to the location they were at.
No. Thank you. Yeah, take this one.
Nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah. You just see him disappear.
Where the
And
what
then-
the fuck?
And then you just see like a little bit of a red, like bolt, just start speeding off towards where their location is.
Well, that was kind of fucking rude. Wasn't that Wildfire?
And
What?
he just sort of grunts.
At least you get me, Wildfire. I think we have a pretty good
I
connection,
prefer
me and
you
you.
too, I would.
Wildfire don't need to get people. Wildfire.
You know, Wildfire. That kind of hurts, buddy. But at the same time, I don't blame you.
Your generation destroyed mine.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
fucking power couple at it again. Um,
Holy shit, we are a fucking power couple at this point. Oh god.
Jack and Freddy shipping it for the win.
fucking, I ship it. People ship it.
If the DM ships it, we know it's gonna happen.
Well, I
Oh,
ship
God,
Charles
yes.
with everyone, so.
Charles Jeremiah. Hey,
I
They
especially
already said
ship
that they're
Charles with
husbands.
Freddy.
So this is just one big gay villain group.
Honestly, isn't that the essence of villains?
True.
Listen, not every villain is LGBTQ. There are some
I'm
straight
sure
villains.
about that.
I'm not saying LGBTQ is bad, but if you're going, evil needs to go against the norm. Well, LGBTQ is against the norm,
I
so it
mean,
usually
yes.
just goes hand to hand.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Um,
I feel like Freddy's the type of guy that even if he wasn't bi, he'd come out to his strict parents as bi just to piss them off.
Fortunately, I don't have a dad, and I love my mom, so she'll support me no matter what.
sure. Okay, so
You can't do that to me. I'm about to swallow some food, bro.
you I forgot names. Jack, give me the crew about like right here. You stop them from making it to this point.
So guys, about this, I forgot it was my turn to drive that car into the police department. So you guys, I'll drop you off there.
Charles goes, well, we haven't gotten to one of the other locations yet, though.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so, Jeremiah
We've
kind
done
of killed,
4 locations.
Jeremiah kind of killed a nun, so we kind of got slowed down.
What?
I didn't have a choice, okay? We got caught.
Bro, what?
Shit hit the fan. I had to do what I had to do.
Okay, Stone Man. Shit. I was gonna hop in and drive to this location
Alright,
right here.
you guys drive to
Call
that
Freddy.
location.
Look,
Call
Jack.
Freddy.
Look, Jack. You know what the result of this is gonna be? More people are gonna die. Why would it matter?
Freddy, after about 5 minutes of painful silence with wildfire,
Oh,
finally you get a phone call from Jack.
Well, speaking of phone call, I gotta take a phone call with my dad. I'll be back.
alright.
That is postponed.
I get a phone call, and then all of a sudden it hangs up. So I just put my phone back in my pocket and go back to the American store.
In painful silence for while.
It's fine. I start whistling. I start whistling a tune.
Can you stop?
Can I stop whistling a tune? Oh, wait,
Yes.
that was... I didn't realize that was wildfire.
Damn, I didn't know I sounded like that. Okay.
No. I mean, if you want to actually talk to me, then sure, but, like, it's kind of awkward silence here, dude. Like,
It's only awkward because you make it up.
hurt, okay? I'm not that awkward of a person. I mean,
You
look at me.
won't look me in the eyes.
I look at him directly in the eyes.
He has a
My-
1,000-yard stare that looks like he's killed more men than you have ever seen.
I so want to use terrifying presence on him. I really want to use terrifying presence on him. You don't
Give me
understand.
an intellect save first.
An intellect save. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the CR?
4.
4? Okay. I am trained in intellect defense rolls.
Alright, 3.
And
9 or higher.
anything else? So 18.
Well, it is kind of creepy. It's just sort of like an old man creepy. Like it's weird because he's old. Like, it's sort of like how old people kind of look weird, just like sort of staring at things.
Yeah. I may maintain eye contact with him.
It doesn't look. I'll tell you this. It doesn't look like he's staring at you to freak you out. It looks like this is just his constant stare.
I maintain eye contact with him still. This is me asserting
Yeah.
dominance.
He's just looking back. He's just like, you grumbles.
Wait, what?
Because it seems you grumbles.
Gonna look down at where my dick is. Well, I'm pretty sure they've always been there, but
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, what happened? I was gone for a little bit.
I made
Nothing,
a dick
just
joke.
awkward silence. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what-
Anyways, so
Back to the call. You get another
back to the
phone call.
I see
So,
it's Jack and I answer it. God damn it, Jack, stop calling me and then hanging up.
Sorry, well, it was a little
Breaking
bit
the
of a
fourth wall.
heated moment. They've only completed one stop, so we're gonna have to hit the one that's east of the police department. Then I'll drop them off at the circle. Then I'll meet you guys back there after I've driven it in. Okay.
Alright, sounds good.
All right. Peace.
Hangs up. Hey, Wildfire, got some good news.
No news
Alright.
is good news at this point.
I tell him what what the plan is currently.
He just sort of like grunts in agreement.
What? All right. So
So you guys drive up to the office building. You see it's a high-rise office, sort of inside of leaving the downtown area. So it's a cheap high-rise. It's a very large building in a place where buildings don't look that great. And you see that it says Rogers Insurance Co.
oh. Okay.
Seems like it's just an insurance company.
All right.
From Veronica Diamond.
No.
It said Rogers.
Uh-oh. Looks like Jack's about to blow up Freddy's business.
That's what you think.
That's what she said. All right. Anyway. So, does it look? What is the description of it from the outside, anyways?
Pretty much normal, like just square, not really skyscraper, but probably around 12 stories.
Okay. Is it more like an office type building? Or...
Yes, very much.
I'm gonna try to stealth behind the building, just to scout out the back of the building first.
Alright. Give me a speed check. CR5.
Dex 3, I'm gonna use that effort. Would running
Alright,
count?
yeah, one.
Because
Running does not count, unless you're just trying to sprint so fast that people don't see you.
could I try and do that to stealth?
Sure,
or-
and I'll give you running. But it'll make it harder. It'll be a CR7.
Okay, so I'm specialized in running 3
So-
Dex and effort.
So that's so it'll be down to a CR1.
Oh, it's CR1 either way. Okay.
The only reason why I made it harder is because it's harder to be quiet while running.
Okay. But I pass.
Yes. So you're able to quickly bolt behind the building before you think anyone sees or hears you. And you find a locked door behind the back, a dumpster, and what seems to be a fire exit.
Okay. Can I still
Actually,
be
this
stealth?
building wouldn't have a fire exit. It would have one of those lifts for window washers. So you see it at the top, and it's currently not down.
I'm gonna try to stealth, like actually be hidden
Mhm.
instead of just. So what'd the CRB for that?
CR5.
Okay, Dex 3, Edge, or FRM, so CR1.
So you
So
just slip into the shadows, and what are you trying to do? Are you stealth?
while I'm stealth, I'm gonna try to either pick the lock or like try to forcefully open the door.
Art, you go to try to pick the lock, and you realize it's opened by a key card. There is no physical lock for it. Probably for pick resistance.
Yeah, I'm gonna instead of shooting it, I don't have a gun, so I'm gonna punch the panel, see if that will like fry the system.
So
You're not
I
playing
could
the
be
storm
realistic.
right now.
I could be
Except I have
realistic.
2
And I'm
strength
saying that
and
destroying the reader does nothing to open the door. But I'll be kind. Roll me a strength CR4.
4. I am trained in hand-to-hand combat, and I have 2 strength.
Alright, so CR1.
Easy.
You punch the panel. I should have warned you before. This will obviously get rid of your stuff.
Oh.
Because it is quite a loud impact of your skin forcefully hitting.
Then instead of that, can I just try to forcefully open the door then?
Sure. The door is a metal door, by the way, because it is a service entrance. That would be a CR8.
Oh, strength 2 and hand-to-hand combat training.
I don't think hand to hand would work since you're not trying to fight anything. You're just trying to forcefully open something.
Oh, okay, so CR6, right?
Yep, 18 or higher.
No, alright. Should have just stuck with the
You
door.
pull, and no. Door's locked. You cannot, though you are quite strong, you are not strong enough to rip a metal door out.
Okay, then I have another idea. Can I go back stealth?
You never drop.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna knock on the door and kind of
Alright.
hide around the corner just a little bit.
Knock. After about a couple of seconds, you see a what looks like bearded man, probably 5'5", quite like, almost like that, sort of like bodybuilder build, or not bodybuilder, the weightlifter. It doesn't look like muscle, but it is just muscle. Sort of wearing sort of like like a worker's uniform, walk out and sort of like look around as he opens the door.
Can I sneak
who's
attack and knock him out?
Sure, give me a roll.
What's
That'd be a CR3. So since it's sneak attack, CR2 might attack.
So CR2, I have hand-to-hand combat. And with
CR1?
strength, bring it down by 1 at least, or?
Do you yes it would, because I do it. So it'd be 3.
Alright, and then damage my punches.
You don't need to do a damage because it's just a human. Just a plain old dude. You run up fast as fuck, and using the momentum, you punch him right in the. Alright, I'm back.
It's no problem.
Ha 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 ha. For the end.
Welcome back to my pun, Dante.
I'm glad I missed it. So,
knock his ass out.
yeah, you knock him out.
Just like all JJ's characters.
Yeah, it's like all JJ characters.
Except for Andre, because he was more I'll burn you alive type.
Slowly burn you alive.
So-
after I knock him out, I want to try to hide his body and then proceed to run back and forth, carrying the barrels into that location.
Alright, you can. I'll make no rolls, because I'm lazy. I mean, it's fun to speed things along. So, you easily back and forth, in and out of the door. You don't even have to prop the door open. You're able to get through the door, closes each time.
Okay.
And place all the barrels and get back to.
Alright. So I'm going to drop you guys off. Let me get my clicker. Drop you guys back off here. And I'm going to call you guys. And that's going to be the signal to have Wildfire detonate it, okay?
Alright.
Alright. So, on the road again.
Alright. You guys drive up to the police station. Police going in and out. It's the police station. Not a lot that I can say about it.
Wait,
No,
are
I'm
they
not
going?
stopping at
I think
I'm
they're going
stopping
here
here to
first,
drop them off.
and then
Oh, I
going
didn't
to
hear
the
half
police
of it.
station.
Yeah, so I'm
You
dropping
guys are
them off
going into the
here.
meetup point?
Yeah, and then I'm going to solo the police department.
Alright, so you guys meet up at the meetup point. You all stand by the corner Wildfire is at. Discuss.
Alright, so Wildfire. And I just tell him that I'm going to go do what I'm going to do at the police station. And I'll super speed back here. But I'll
He
call
looks at
you.
his watch and goes, I mean, I guess, sure. Seems
Alright,
about right time.
so,
Bit early, but I can do early.
alright, so driving along to the police station. Woo woo!
How
Start the
fast
show.
can you run, Torrin?
Torrent?
Torrin, Jack?
Not Torrin, Jack. And now you run 120,000 feet in an hour. Divide that by 5280, and you have 22 miles per hour.
Not as impressive as a truck, but like,
Yeah.
for a human being, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yes. This is just see how fast you can run back. Because you're running blocks back.
Yeah.
So, to get from...
Like, I'm more quicker in bursts, is the thing. Like, that's where the super speed.
Yeah.
Long distance, I'm just like you
To
said,
get from here
sprinting.
to here, that's about 20 miles. You run 20 miles per hour, so it'll take you about an hour.
I also could just, like, hijack a car on the way back.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you
That's
have to
without
remember,
even having
you're a tier 1 hero.
The thing is, I get that for free. So if I could roll for, like, to see if I could go faster, it'd be a speed thing.
But, okay. That's just, now that out of the way, you can continue with your plan.
Alright, so essentially is I'm gonna start driving full speed. Once I get within like 100 feet of the police station, or no, that's a little bit too close. Probably like 150 feet away ish. I'm gonna drop like what is something that I would have that's heavy enough to keep the gas pedal down?
you
A
could
brick,
just...
a rock.
Sure,
I
I'll
was gonna say, you
set
could
down
just
a
use
rock on the
inertia.
gas pedal, and as soon as I... Actually, no, what I can just do is put it in cruise control, because that will keep it... So, like,
Alright.
put it as fast as it will go, then set it in cruise control, then I'm going to jump out, and as soon as I can start running again, I'm going to call him to say, detonate it.
I would say make a speed check, but you would 100... Actually, I'll still give it to you. Make a CR6 speed check to jump out of the moving car safely.
Would this be a speed defense, or...
Yes.
Alright, so trained in speed defense, dexterity 3, effort, and could this count as running? Or no.
No.
Okay, so it's the CR1.
CR1.
Yeah.
Oh no, God! Oh fuck!
Oh,
Yikes!
So,
damn. So I die.
no.
Next character.
Ones never kill you, they only put you in a bad situation. Yo, man. Hey, Mike. So, what has happened is, you're a safe driver, your mom raised you.
Oh, the seatbelt! No!
You put in the seatbelt. And you're driving 80, 90 miles per hour into this police building. Like, knowing all the traffic laws. You're like, alright. And you got too caught up in the moment to remember to unbuckle. You open the door, try to jump out, and you hear the of the seatbelt holding you in. And then, boom, you slam into the police station.
Dude, Tiffany's gonna be so.
I will say
pissed.
you're unconscious. That is the nat 1. You're unconscious now.
Yikes!
So, what happens to you, you have no idea for, for right now. And the gang, since he never
Can I
called,
have a defense to see if I can stay conscious?
roll a d4. Good.
Yikes!
You are out for, let's say, 2 minutes.
Okay. That's not nearly as bad as what I thought it was gonna be.
No.
I
I saw
did a
the-
d4 plus 1. Is how long are you out? So max of 5 minutes. Because anything past 7 minutes, and technically you have brain damage.
Oof.
Or you're in some sort of coma. People aren't supposed. Well, I think that's just from strangulation, but I'll still apply it here
Okay.
because people aren't unconscious for long times. Most people that get knocked out don't really stay knocked out. They get back up after a couple of seconds. So 2 minutes is a good amount of time to stay knocked out for. So as you start to stir, first thing that gets to you is the smell of gas. A sort of modified gas. Something chemical that should not be inside of your nose. Second thing that gets you as the ringing starts to leave your ears is the commotion. The sirens, of course, and the large chatter of police.
Time to go fast.
Time to go
You-
fast.
As you groggily look around to get your bearings, some of the first things you notice is about the 20 police officers with guns trained in your location. The Tiffany, who is currently the one moving forward with her pistol raised and what looks like a pair of scissors. They seem to be trying to cut you out of the car. And the next thing you notice is as you look down, you're slightly hanging out of the door. the crash seemed to knock the seat out of its positioning and almost launch the seat out of where the door is supposed to be, which has now flown off. Also, for all of this, take 10 points of damage, might damage.
Yikes.
Because he took a crash at 90 miles per hour. He's getting hurt.
So that means, if all things considered, I have no might left in my pool.
Yikes.
So any might-related task is, and I can't use effort and might.
You
And
look down, sort of from your hanging position, and see blood dripping down. You realize from you, and then you sort of like look back and see a smears of blood as you presume you ran over a couple of cops and broke into this building.
Mm.
But what do you do as Tiffany is approaching?
Guys, I just realized this
I'm gonna-
rolled a 1 because we split up the power couple.
Yes, dude, obviously. So, I'm gonna pretend I'm unconscious until I can get my bearings enough to be like, okay, now. And then I'm just gonna, in a flash of red, just start yeeting away from this building.
You see Tiffany come up with the gun and the scissors, look over at you. Fuck, you're busted up. And she puts the scissors in her other hand, the one that's holding the gun, and places her hand on your head, and you feel a warmness spread throughout your body as you get your bearings a lot faster than you thought you would, and get back 5 of your of the might you just lost.
Sweet. As I finish like feeling my bearings back, I'm gonna say thanks. I really appreciate it. As I just start zooming throughout to get away.
I don't know what I should roll for. I don't know if I should make you roll anything, because you forgot to take the seatbelt off again.
Oh my fucking god,
Well, I
TK!
thought. Well, no. I thought the reason why I said this now is because I thought she cut the seatbelt first.
No, she was in the process of healing you.
Oh, okay. Then as she's starting to heal me, can I unclick the seatbelt? Because I thought she already cut me out.
I didn't know if I let you roll to see if you realize this or not. I'll let you realize. Fine.
I thought that's what you meant by she had the scissors.
No,
My
she
bad.
moved the scissors to the other hand so she could have a free hand to heal you.
Oh, okay. So can I like manually undo the seatbelt?
Yes. Give me a speed check. CR6 to hit the ground running and dip out of there as fast as you can.
Would this include running?
Yes.
Would
Okay.
this, a running check, include running?
Okay, so specialized in running,
So down by 2,
dexterity,
down by 5.
and effort.
Alright. Auto succeed.
Damn.
You're gone.
Do I
Um,
still have my
Call.
wait? Do I still have my phone in my pocket?
Yes. Now, going back to the group. While all of this was happening, Wildfire goes to you guys. So your friends setting up the last charges?
Yeah, currently.
Beep boop boop beep.
Wait, this is as you're driving.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little bit of a rewind.
So it's like 2 minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You just goes, how fast do you think you're
He was able to take barrels out of the car and into the back of almost every building we went to in all 4 barrels in less than 30 seconds. So I'd say pretty fast.
How much do you like your friend?
Well, taking into consideration how much he helps, he could be better used in future plans. So I suggest we wait.
I know.
Personally, I think he's pretty cool. Honestly, I like him, but like, my big thing is we can use him in the future.
So no one's gonna hold a funeral for him. Good idea. So, start gathering people. Let's gather them in the center. Wildfire just takes off the overcoat he had on, revealing the flamethrower, and starts goes out to the middle of the street and starts pouring a circle of gasoline. And also, he put on his mask. Forgot to mention that.
Hey, Wildfire, buddy, pal, what you doing over there?
Gather people. As cars now start honking at him as he's pouring the gas in the middle of this.
Mask is down, gun is out. I walk up to the. Actually, wait, I don't even need the fucking gun. I put the gun away. I have terrifying presence. What the fuck am I doing? Alright. I walk up to the first car. I tap on the window.
Yeah, you see a woman, African American woman with hair and dreads, pulled back into a ponytail. And she look inside of a business suit, and she looks extremely confused and aggravated as she looks over as you tap on the window.
Yep. I tap on the window and motion for her to roll down the window.
She confusedly begins to roll down the window, but only like halfway.
Terrifying presence. I look at her dead in the eye and say, "Get out of the window and go over there with my friend, or else."
She immediately does so. As
Alright.
you say this, and you feel the manifest, like, you're like, alright, we're getting into this. You feel your heart rate pumping, and this is the stuff you like. And you feel the manifestation start to come out of you, of your dreams, of your nightmares, as you feel the demon wings that you see in the reflection of what left of the mirror is up pop out of your back and just sort of like flex. And she obeys.
So Freddy's Lucifer.
And I assume you do this to multiple cars if you just keep going down the line.
Hell yeah. I just keep going
Other-
down the line.
I
Freddy's like, I am death.
Yeah, no. Freddy is the actual devil walking on Earth.
Yeah, but you killed none.
I can.
I can't.
I can.
But not going to. This is going to be fun.
Yeah,
So
killing
after
somebody.
a while, there's about 50 people in the center now.
I don't do any kids though. Kids, I have them go to the side.
Jeremiah,
You get a
do you
call.
help gather anyone?
I like to imagine that he just like, alright, and then just rocks start clinging to his body, and he just kind of flexes, and like people just start running away. And then Freddy gathers them up.
Jeremiah, do you gather anyone? That's pretty much what his muscles are. Is he just gathers more rocks on his body, and he becomes stronger because of it.
Nice.
So
messing.
has 2 minutes passed yet? So I can call them.
It would have been
No, not yet,
like,
because
it
I have.
like 5 minutes.
I'm trying. Yeah, is there any walking pedestrians? There's a few. Once they start to see the commotion, he's typing.
Our pedestrians.
Yeah, I said there's walking pedestrians, but once they see the commotion, they're gonna start running.
They start running the opposite direction.
Yeah, they're running away.
But yeah, no, Freddy would make sure that if there were like any kids in the vehicles, the kids would go the opposite direction. He would not send the kids into the circles.
So you said you put them aside. Do you put them aside or just send them away?
I send them away.
All right.
Like, I become their worst nightmare, and I terrify these children into running the opposite direction.
All right. Good conscious Freddy.
Mm-hmm. No, Freddy doesn't fuck with kids. Also, anyone that looks pregnant. Like, if someone... And I'm not saying fat. if someone is noticeably pregnant, I'm not gonna send them into that.
In a total, you let away probably about 6 or 7 kids.
Okay.
Orphan time.
Yeah, well, you know what? You guys
Oh
are taking...
wait, the village.
Oh, wait.
Orphanage is gonna blow up. No, no.
I just had a really bad thought. I was like, you know what? You guys are taking 6 or 7 kids away from the orphanage. I'm putting 6 or 7 more back.
You're taking a bit more than 6 or 7.
It's fine. I'm just gonna add 6 or 7 more to the batch. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine.
So, can I ring now?
Yeah. Now, after you guys take some time to gather some people, kids go. About 50 people and a dog are inside the circle now.
No, the dog stays out. No, we don't hurt dogs in this. We do not hurt dogs in this society.
Charles
no.
put the dog in the circle.
Charles put... I look at Charles and I say, you take that dog out of the circle, or so help me.
He slowly takes the dog out. I didn't want to put up.
Alright, my
We don't
that
put
was
a
my
dog in there instead.
Ring, 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 ring.
I
Yeah, so I
answer the
just-
phone. Oh wait, go ahead.
Jesus Christ! Fucking blow it! Do it now! Quick! Blow it up now!
Wildfire, we're ready.
Time to start
ready
the
to
show.
extinguish the flame.
He lights a match and throws it on the ground. And a ring of fire surrounds him, or surrounds the people in the center. He does not step inside the center. And he looks over at the people. He goes, "You all must be scared, right? I was too when I saw the fire the first time. But don't worry. You all see the fire. You all feel what I felt. Those who wronged me shall be burned."
Detonate the bombs!
He pulls out
You
a
just-
detonation-looking mechanism, and he goes, "First, the orphanage. I was
The what?
abused and I was forgotten." He clicks one of the buttons. It's like, also he has like multiple detonators. He has 6 or 7 detonators.
Excuse me,
And
Wildfire. The what?
he clicks
The
it,
what? As he
and you guys see a mushroom cloud off in the distance, and people who are in the middle start to scream. He slowly turns over. He goes, and he goes, "The hospital I was admitted into. They stole all my money and billed me to hell." Click. He turns. He turns. He goes, "The bank. They wouldn't give me a loan. You know, I desperately needed it." Click. Boom. And he turns. The train station. But they wouldn't let me ask for money, even though I needed it. Click. Boom. Turn. The insurance building. That wouldn't give me a dime, even though I just click. Boom. The police department. I didn't do shit. And I was being harassed. They wouldn't give me any shelter. Click. Boom. And the casino. I just fucking hate casinos. Click. Boom.
Freddy can't help but think "fuck" as he does the casino.
He looks over at the people. He's just, "They understand now. As will everyone." And he just turns on his flamethrower and just passes it through the crowd of people.
I start kind of approaching Wildfire enough so that I don't like obviously scare him or startle him or get set on fire. Because I am not resistant to fire. And I'm gonna say, why did you blow up an orphanage?
They deserve it.
Yeah, what about all the kids in there?
They were doomed from the second they entered that building.
Freddy, me and Charles were there earlier. Those
Yeah,
children
you could have stolen a car.
Yeah,
in
they
the
may have been being abused, but they're still fucking alive, and we just killed them.
We put them out of misery.
Wildfire just stops listening to you guys and steps through the fire. Most of the people are screaming as they are, but there is 2 or 3 people that avoided the flame, and he steps up to them. And one of them seems to got caught on fire, was able to put themselves out, but their arm seems badly burned. He was like, You all are spared. Tell my story. Burn the same way I did. And feel the pain I have felt. You will realize the reason why I will realize the reason why I burn with fury. And he grabs them by the scruff of their clothes and throws them out of the fire circle and begins to burn the rest, like making sure that they're dead.
I look at the. Even though I'm really fucking angry at Wildfire and kind of angry at Jeremiah right now, because Jeremiah did it too.
It was assisted,
And a little
not to...
angry at Charles, but I'm gonna forgive Charles because Charles is a soybean.
So you hear skirt as Jack is just like driving a car.
Jack, you make it there.
Can I do a recovery roll to see if I can get back the rest of my health?
Yes, you can use your 1 action recovery.
I'm gonna look over at the 2 people that he like threw out of the fire.
So what's a recovery roll?
D6.
1d6.
Alright,
I'm gonna
so
use.
now back to 7.
I'm gonna use Terrifying Presence and look at both of them and go. Actually, do I have to use I have to use an extra point to
Yes,
convince
you have to use
people,
1
right?
more point to,
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll convince.
Or is it 1
both.
level of effort? Or is it just 1 point?
It
I'll
says
check.
can use effort to increase the max level.
Then yeah, then it's effort.
Okay, so I'll use.
So it'd be 3 points.
It'd still only be 1 point because I have 2 in it.
Alright.
So I'm gonna look at them and go. I'm just gonna look at them and go. You should probably leave now before it gets any scarier here.
They take off running. They were already taking off running. They were not sticking around when they escaped with the, like, skin of their teeth.
True. I like to think that this time, though, like, when Freddy says that, like, the demon wings grow out of his back and just keep growing and growing like a shadow over him.
You see Wildfire start to step out. The circle of fire just go. I feel justified. I feel like I'm doing the right thing. And, he just starts walking off into the distance. At people who are recording with their, he isn't close enough to set them on fire, but he starts shooting jets of flames in that direction, like he's going to burn them.
I'm so glad I have my mask on.
Does Jack has a hood up? When
Yeah.
He's still driving though. And he parks right beside Freddy, Jeremiah, and Charles and be like, hop in, we're getting out of here.
You guys, so do you guys get in to peel out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
heading
I'll
back
set
to the
it.
base.
Yeah, I'll hop into, like, shotgun and everything.
Our objective of the plan was done, so...
So you guys get in, and as you guys start to peel out, you're turning back to see Wildfire. He's walking through the streets towards the spectators that are now scrambling. And you see what looks like a fist appear out of a wall and go into his jaw.
Oh? Like a normal fist, or
Like a human fist, but just going through the wall, but not breaking the wall.
God damn it, it's Charles' roommate.
God fucking damn it.
Huh?
It's fucking Lewis!
You see Wildfire stumble back a bit, clutching his face, looking in bewilderment at the fist that is through the wall, as the fist pulls back into the wall, and from the other way, a golden light sears through the darkness, striking Wildfire in the back of the head, leaving almost a golden fire on the back of his head, as Tiffany power marches.
Oh, ain't that fucking great.
There is most of her clones around the end of her clothes are singed and burned, and there's plenty of holes, and like there even looks like there's some blood marks on her clothes, but there's no wounds on her, nor even bruises.
Yeah, I might be for that.
And she is just power walking, just mad, like deep, deep hatred. And you just see her hands glow with the same energy that she used to heal, and then it starts to cackle, and then start to churn into a golden flame that she hurls at Wild again. And he takes one to the chest and just goes down on the ground.
Oh god, oh fuck.
It's pretty hot.
Jack's just gonna look over at at Freddy, just kind of like a little hurt, and then just tries to drive off.
Yeah,
Oh, Freddy
you guys
didn't say that.
drop-
Freddy didn't say that in character. I didn't say that in character. That was me, Tatiana, 100%
Oh.
being a dumbass. Say that's kind of hot because it's a pun.
Yes.
Haha, pun.
You guys speed off as this happens with a successful mission.
Successful.
Mission. We lost one of our villains, but it was successful. The point was accomplished.
He was probably gonna die anyways, so successful.
True.
So what are we gonna call this little band of crime syndicate wannabes? I'm gonna say in character.
I
Freddy.
don't know about you guys, but
About 5 minutes into the call, your phone starts ringing. It's your work phone.
yikes.
Oh no.
I answer my work phone.
You hear. Fuck. Hey, Freddy.
Post.
Oh no, not hey, Freddy. Hey, Post.
Post.
Hey, Post. I got a bit of a situation. I need your help moving a lot of merchandise and a lot of fucking firepower. Someone made a huge fucking mistake.
Sounds good. And when Freddy says this, he sounds completely different than what he sounds like. He is completely monotone. You guys have never heard Freddy talk like this before.
I need you I need you at my building. Fucking ASAP. I'll show whoever did this to burn my money again, to burn my casino again. Oh, this town shall be rotting. It shall be boiling in its own blood. And I click.
Can I have heard that like through the phone?
Give me an intellect check.
I keep the volume down low so no one else hears it.
The person on the other end is
Fair.
So what's the CR?
Sierra would be 5.
Hey,
God damn it.
You hear the conversation.
you see Jack kind of stifle a laugh as he keeps driving. He's gonna go kind of like that and just keep driving.
I glance over at Jack and then go, "We need to stop at the college. I need to pick up my bike."
Alright, sounds good. So, on the way to the college. Woo! Successful mission.
Yay! We murdered. It was basically genocide. But,
Wait.
yay!
Wait, I have a
murdered
question.
A lot of people.
We committed genocide.
Dantae,
How long was I muted?
probably for a while. 'Cause I
I
didn't
haven't
hear
heard you in
through
like
that.
like a minute or so, but not
Yeah,
like
it was
super
like a
long.
minute.
I don't know how I got muted. So,
So,
you know from that very scary voice immediately that was the head of the Russian mob.
oh boy.
That
Head of the Russian mob. It's fine.
yeah.
Everything's fine.
From the context of that phone call, not only did you blow up the casino where most of them hang out, apparently you blew up his where he kept all of his money.
It's okay. Post can
Great.
really. Post doesn't talk, and he always wears his helmet. So it's fine. Everything is perfectly fine.
I mean, all the security feeds were blown up, and you know.
Also, you never saw Freddy's face. Like Freddy had his
Same with-
sunglasses on. Like you never saw Freddy and Jack's face. Like you saw their car, yeah, but the car they left at the crime scene.
I'm sure Napalm can do pretty
Wait,
nice
I have a
cover
question,
on security
Dantae.
footage.
Yeah.
Would Tiffany have saw Jack's face? Because he had this hood up at the crash.
Very much. She put her hand. You were unconscious. She put her hand on your head.
Welcome to the Villains Club,
Well,
Jack.
then.
You've been seen.
Well, I guess
But
my
not
scholar-
captured him.
Well, you guys don't even know he messed up the crash. You guys just know he came back sore.
True. Alright, we're going to.
I'm just gonna kind of mutter under my breath. Damn, she didn't look that angry when she was helping me.
Do I hear this?
Yes.
Kind of just look over at Jack. Jack, buddy, friend. The
What?
fuck do you mean?
Well, when I was calling, wasn't in the best condition because I left my seatbelt on when I was trying to jump out and went 90 miles an hour into a police station. I escaped just fine, but she healed me in the process.
Only
Is he
that.
wearing?
Yeah.
Is he wearing his seatbelt right now?
Yes.
I look over and I click the seatbelt. How about you don't make that mistake again?
So technically, does that make what's her name, Tiffany, guilty by association by assisting him?
No.
No.
Even prisoners get medical aid.
Yeah. Because heroes are supposed to be good. Heroes aren't supposed to kill villains or anything, no matter how
But
angry
now-
they are.
but-
But it's kind of bullshit. But like, yeah.
The funny thing is now, she had no clue who was the one who suffocated her. But
Mhm.
now,
She
with
probably
the speed of me exiting, she knows for sure that she healed the person that knocked her out when she was close to arresting the people that did her wrong.
And the person
And
that got Charles out of the police car super quickly.
And
So she's probably even more.
And the
that's probably
person
why
that
she
now
was so
blew
mad.
up her police station, killing tons of police officers and innocent
So
people.
yeah,
And technically
And
the
it's
person that
actually-
was the getaway driver for the rest of us.
so Jack is now a seriously wanted man.
All of you are.
It's great. I love it.
assisted in blowing up an orphanage.
I don't like that. I hate that. I truly dislike that. Freddy's
You
gonna
don't
have
like
a
that?
big Freddy's gonna have a big talk with y'all.
You don't like the
You
fact
helped-
that the orphanage burned and there's a ton of kids screaming along with nuns?
The nuns I don't give a fuck about. It's the kids that I care about.
Screaming
Like,
for the parents they never had?
True.
You helped Wildfire, so basically you're somewhat responsible for the orphanage explosion.
I will not hesitate
Jack-
to use terrifying presence on all of you and make myself be the most terrifying motherfucker you have ever seen. You will
I
you will
don't-
call him Mr. Fear out of
I don't think
out of
you
terror.
I don't think you have 2 levels of effort.
I have one, and I can roll high. I haven't rolled low yet tonight. It's a first. I always roll well on Freddy, but Joker's rolls.
Session's not
shit.
over.
You know that's true. Are we at the college now? Please.
Have we drove by any of the places that we blew up
So, where you guys headed?
College.
to the college?
Oh, okay.
Wait, so why are we heading?
So you guys head over to the college.
I need to get my bike and stuff. That's why.
If we're stopping at the college, Jack is gonna go back to his room and gather his clothes with an idea in mind of making the suit that he's currently wearing in the picture. So that's what he's gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna have Jack drop me off at the parking lot, and then just go in there and get my bike, and then put my helmet on. I'm gonna go back to my apartment, get my post outfit, and then go to the casino.
What's left of the casino?
Go to what's left of the casino. So, Freddy is out, guys.
Actually, he gives you a text for different coordinates. He sends you the coordinates for a Italian restaurant by Venice.
Joseph?
And then we see Torrin O'Brien, this AI, this nerd-looking dude, and this vibing electricity chick all just sitting in a booth.
Yeah, you see this really angry-looking redhead glaring at the person who kind of looks like she's had 3 cups of coffee with 3 shots of espresso in each cup.
How
alright.
about the original gang gets superpowers in this universe? Ahaha.
Cameo, haha.
You don't want Joker to get
That'll be-
superpowers in this universe. Because the thing is, Joker in this universe is technically more powerful than my Joker. Like, the original version of my Joker. Because she's already died and they've had to completely recreate her. So she is a more powerful version. Probably about this, a little less powerful than current Joker, but getting close to being current Joker's power.
So basically Jay, except she didn't be a fuck up, like original Joker.
Dantae, please let that be a thing, though. Like, have our own cast be at the same level we are. That'll be epic.
Oh, you're recording this one?
Welcome to the
It's
first.
up to you guys.
Welcome to the first episode of the villain campaign going up on my YouTube.
Hi,
What an
YouTube.
excellent episode to start off on. Killing Waltons.
My motivational speech of convincing people that my character was gay and then blew up an orphanage.
This is the most action any of Brandon's characters I've ever seen.
Like,
My RP is
sex
evolving.
wise or RP wise?
Both.
So essentially, I'm getting off for tonight.
Oh, oof.
Alright. I'll end this session.
A nice way to end this session.
Maybe session. So
How much XP did we get?
How much XP?
Yeah.
it was 5.
Everyone. Well, not everyone. So, I think, because I feel like giving you guys specialized, but I feel like all of you helped out this session. Like, no one did it themselves. So, because I feel like JJ did a lot by running stuff in and out constantly, but Brandon did a lot by killing nuns, having cool dialogue,
And children.
and failing 2 things. And Fear had important parts of RP.
Yes.
So all XP goes to Charles. Seth. No, everyone gets
Do I
4.
get plus?
Have a free advancement. Actually, everyone
Freddy's-
has 5.
Freddy's tier 3!
Wait,
Here.
wait,
Tier
what?
2. Sorry, tier 2. Tier 2. Freddy's
Hey,
tier
when did
2.
you
Wait a
take
minute,
tier
what?
2?
Freddy's tier 2!